Hello, campers. I'm trying to come up with a nickname. You got to force it. You got to come up with something and force people to. It never comes natural, right? I'm so jealous of Call Me Kevin. He has this whole thing. What is it with Call Me Kevin, right? Where he used to start all of his videos. Hello, with hey there, friends. My name is Kevin. That was his thing, right? That was his catchphrase. And then it became hey there, friends. He got rid of the Kevin part. He doesn't say his name anymore. It's hey there, friends now, right? Right? But and then even more recently, it's just hey there, friend. There's no S in it. It's not friends, it's friend. So now it's hey there, friend. What is happening in the Kevin verse? What's going on with that? What's happening? Have people been discussing it in the Kevin verse? I don't follow these things. I just watch his videos. I don't know. It's strange. I miss it. I want him to say my name is Kevin. I want to be reminded that his name is Kevin. I'm going to open this common box here. I am going to have to play more of this game this week because, as you can see, I was in this menu thing. There are 5. Let me turn off my little mini-map thing so you can really see. There are 5 days left on the campaign, and I am at 50 something of. Is it 100 or 75 or something? What does it go up to? Oh yeah, it goes to 100. It goes to 80. Okay. So I kind of wish it went to 100 so I could just judge it by percentage, but whatever. I am a good portion of the way there, but as you know, I only play this game when I stream it, which is like 4 hours a week or something, and I'm not amazing at the game. I'm not that good really. So 5 days to get the rest of the way, to get the Nottingham. That's how it's pronounced, by the way, Nottingham. Not Nottingham. I know it's tricky because you see the word ham at the end and you think, oh, okay, Nottingham, Nottingham. I don't know why. I don't make the rules. I think. Oh, what's this? Okay, so at least I've done this. At least, congratulations. You've claimed all the Road to New Year rewards. You could collect the final reward on December 1st. I don't do voices. I don't do voices. I'm sorry, I can't. But do I get the ship? Is that what I get on December 1st? Or do I just get to the next section of the thing that lets me eventually unlock? I don't know. Either way, this is fine. Hello, Tia. How's it going? I'm sorry I've not caught any of your streams this past week, Tia. I've not watched anyone's streams this past week. I've been so busy. I had to postpone yesterday's stream until today. And I have a fun story there that involves a washing machine and almost flooding my house and destroying my... Well, I say destroying my kitchen. Things would have been damaged. Lives could have been lost. I mean, I was stood next to the thing. So, but I'll tell that story in a little bit once we get going here. Hello, Chris. Welcome back. Did you like that? On the Discord the other day, I after a stream, after we'd been talking about U-boat, funnily enough, the U-boat submarine World War II simulator, I went into my archive of like little clips I'd recorded for myself because it's a very cinematic, gorgeous game to look at and stuff. There's some real vibes when you're just sailing the seas with the radio playing, hunting like Allied merchant ships. So sometimes I hit record. I put a bunch of those clips together and just threw them at him and was like, "Look at this! This is the game. It is gorgeous." What is this? What is this? I'm looking here. One of my various bot thingies has timed out something. I'm guessing it was a spammer because it was trying to send Zalgo. You know that text that isn't really text and it's a way of getting around filters and things. Apparently, some I don't know spam bot or something. Anyway, yeah. I'll tell that story when we get going here with the washing machine. It has a happy ending. No one lost any limbs. It's great. Everything's great. But yeah, so I'm Wednesday, Thursday, Friday instead of Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday this week. So you get the same number of streams just on different days. let's just kick it off as we always do with my dailies, which are always more or less the same ships. It's the Cherbourg or the Iowa or the Hawk, because there's not really much point bringing out premium ships when I have these ships that I need to level up. Right? Man, U-Boat is such an attractive game. I don't know if it's something I could ever stream, because for games like that, I tend to pause them a lot to make decisions. I love being able to pause a game and just make a decision in my own time, whereas I feel if you were streaming or doing a video for YouTube or something, it really benefits from being good enough at the game to do the whole thing live. People like that. I'm not that good, though. And the other thing with U-Boat, granted, you could obviously, if it were a YouTube video, it benefits a YouTube video, because in U-Boat there's a lot of, it's not downtime, you're always doing stuff, but there's a lot of like okay, you found a merchant convoy, you want to sink some of their ships, right? So you might spend the next 5 minutes getting onto a good course to shadow them, get ahead of them, lie in wait. And then once you're in there, you sort out all your torpedo calculations, all the exciting stuff, firing torpedoes. But then you might spend literally the next 40 minutes underwater, running away from like hydrophone sounds of, destroyers coming at you, trying to drop depth charges and things, which is very tense and stressful and stuff. But it can be 40 minutes of you're not seeing much, right? It's a submarine dodging, sitting on the seafloor, trying to avoid Azdic and so on. Hey, little destroyer fella. I don't know what I'm doing, by the way. I always have to get my eye back in every week. Because I don't know what I'm doing. Let's have a look at what we're up against here. Oh, you know what? Let me bring my minimap back up. You look at my minimap. I can make it biglier to help you out. Why don't I follow this cruiser through here? Robin Hunter. Funny, we were just talking about Nottingham. Our team, such as it is, seem to be going mostly to the left towards A, and I don't want to buck the trend too much and be the one guy that goes into C. That destroyer behind us is not playing the game, or at least he hasn't picked his controller up yet, so we will assume that he is not playing the game, which puts me back here. Now, what's this cruiser doing? He has decided he might possibly want to eyeball this direction, or is he just winging his way in here a little bit? You know what? I don't want to get fired at by whoever's over here, although I will bring my guns around, because if they do fire, I can fire back. Ah, did I spot him because he fired on me? Why, yes, I did. I got these big battleship guns on this cruiser, but look at this. This is why I didn't want to go over there, just taking fire from multiple ships, essentially on my own. I am reasonably happy to slow down and try and get another shot on this York. Yes, Kara, or he got disconnected. But either way, he's not playing. So it's good to note. There is a ship in sea. I can't see it, so it's most likely a destroyer. Yet another reason to not slow down here too much. And that guy keeps arcing his shots. Something fierce. Let's just get a little repair on here and hide. I've never been any good at that, arcing shots at ships you can't see. I never think to arc my shots if I can't see the enemy. Like, that guy's really, he adjusted his aim, even, that fella. We never even saw him. Right, now what do we want to do here? We do have a friendly battleship over here, the Alabama. I am going to try to do what my fellow red, white and blue flagged ship is doing here, and hug the coast a little. I'm not sure it's the best move, because of course there are people on our left who might be able to get a bead on us. But if I can get my forward guns out here, just nudge them forward and get some shots on the enemy without putting myself in too much danger, remembering that there is that cruiser that is able to flipping bend his shots like... What was that film? It was Angelina Jolie, right? It was some kind of assassin film, and their little hook was like, oh, you can bend your shots. We do this like gun fu thing where you can bend your shots around walls, which is like technically sort of kind of a thing. you know, there is a certain amount of curve you can put on something that's rifled. I mean, look at people who hit golf balls and tennis balls and blah 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 blah. Look at people who do bowls, like the whole art of bowls. There's that cruiser again, firing on me from over the hill. Look at it. Look at all that incoming fire. It looks very cool when it hits the island. Will I get... Oh, I can't see him anymore. Should I just fire my guns randomly and hope I hit something? Yes, I shall. I don't have a lot of faith in our ability to win this one. Me and this guy are hanging out here, but look, we got what looks to be the destroyer behind us. He's going after the Alabama, which is just... I didn't mean to do that. I meant to tell the team that he's screwed. But, like, what are we going to do here? We're kind of getting surrounded. We're kind of getting flanked on the right here by too many ships to do much. I could push ridiculously forward, but we have this one battleship here. Granted, they only have one battleship. Why don't we do something really stupid? I mean, who cares if we lose? It's only a video game. Let's kick in the engines. We're going to kick in the burn here. We're going to try and race over to this gap. We're going to try and get behind them in a similar way that they're getting behind us. Or negate some of that in some way. They can't see us yet, but oh boy, oh buddy, now they can. Which way is he going to go? This way. I wanted to see if he was going to reverse or go forward before I fired. See, I figured the Kaga would have moved up, their aircraft carrier. I figured he'd be around here somewhere. And so, God, who is that? Is that... Wow, that cruiser reloads fast. Either that or I'm getting hit by their destroyer as well, which is honestly more likely. Come on, cruiser buddy. I really got to get moving here. That's why I've got the engines going. I didn't want to put those fires out, but I need to preserve some amount of health points at least, so I can engage the enemy up here. Now, I didn't want to just chase down their aircraft carrier. It's just I don't think we're going to win. And I just wanted to do something fun and, you know, here's their aircraft carrier. Yeah. Let's use my reloader here so I can engage them real fast. Look how every man and his dog want me now. And of course they do. I'm turning in to avoid their torpedoes wherever possible. Oh, that's a lot of torpedoes. I'm going to die soon. Here come two on the bow. We did a bit of damage. We did a little bit of damage there. That's fun. That was more fun than hanging back and doing nothing. And you know what would have happened is this this destroyer would have gotten behind us when we were parked over here. And that would have been a tricky thing to handle. And the cruiser's back here. And we had all these guys moving up. It was just going to get tough. Maybe our team could win here. Their team is certainly in control of this area. But they do seem rather bunched up here, and I did just shake the hornet's nest a little bit and kind of push into them and maybe distract them a bit, because all of a sudden a lot of them wanted nothing more than to shoot at me and perhaps temporarily ignored some of my colleagues. But I don't know. It's an interesting little fight, this one. I almost want to stick around and watch it, but usually I just move on because, you know, we've got better things to do. There goes that aircraft carrier, though. Good night. Yeah, that Dutch cruiser that was hanging out with me earlier, Robin Hunter, he just took out their aircraft carrier. Well, the T, I made the... you know what, that's a really good point, by the way. Hang on. What I'm going to do here, because you've just reminded me, asking me about how the T is my fire's gone out. It's very cold in here. It's like 9 degrees, and that's warm. It was cold earlier. I'm just going to step over there briefly... and try and keep the fire going, so I don't die. Please enjoy watching the red team. I'll be but a moment, and then we'll drink the tea. Oh yes, this isn't so bad. It's just cooled off a bit.
Attention, reporting the target position.
We have fire. I apologise for stepping away there for a moment. It wasn't a problem in the summer, but now that it's freezing cold here, I do need to make sure that the heat continues heating. Well, you know, look at that. Our team appears to be winning, aren't they? Thanks to my sacrifice, undoubtedly. My genius play. By the way, I've continued to watch that that film, Greyhound. Greyhound, right? The Tom Hanks 2020 wartime film. Sorry, hang on. Pardon me. About a destroyer helping protect some merchant ships coming from America to England during the Second World War. It's rather good. Bye-bye, Cataluna. Who's left now? We can't even see them. I'm tempted to just keep watching. All right, one of them's in this smoke, or behind it, or something. Probably just in it. The other one has no health. Look at that guy over there. You can't even see his health bar. Jesus. Louvred Album. Louvred. His username is Louvred. I love the word Louvre.
Our team has taken the lead.
Look at our torpedo bomber trying to spot the enemy, and indeed he has. Ooh, as a decent shot considering he didn't have a clue where he was. I like louvered vents. If you live somewhere like me where it rains a lot and anything you build outdoors, if you want to ventilate it but you need to keep it dry, right? That's always the challenge. It needs to be waterproof and let air through. Like you can't do both. Look at me down near the bottom there. Pro player. Louvered vents. They're just kind of. It just means it's that there's lots of vent slats that are angled downwards, you know, to stop the rain. Marvelous things. Okay, we done our dailies? Our dailies was just win a match in a 7. I'm pretty sure. So, yay! You know what? Actually, I need to see what we need to do here to get through this thing. Wait, no, this thing. I think I need to do this. What do I need to do? Flood people or detect them in a 4 and up. That's the key part, 4 and up. And then what's in here? We get stuff from this as well. It's just do things in 5 and up. So like generally a 4 and up or a 5 and up is kind of what we want here in terms of like tier of ships. For those who don't know, I'm talking about tiers of ships. So like we want to kind of say show me everything tier 4 and up, and we'll just kind of focus on that stuff. I wonder, does this help me as well? This might be what I need. I could have just maybe pressed this button. That probably would have done it for me. Let's just pull out a cruiser. No, not. You know what? Can I pull out something I'm also leveling up still? I don't want to just pull out any old thing. Ooh, the Emil Burton. What a sexy cruiser. You know, I say that. I don't even mean how it looks. I just mean like she handles. She's, you know, she handles like a bistro. Anyway, the tea is good. Tea is a little cool now. Oh. I made a very large cup of tea an hour ago when I got in here, and it's starting to cool off. Unlike my fireplace, which is really going for it, thank God. Oh, I think when we're about half an hour in, I'll tell my little story. I don't want to tell it before people have had a chance to arrive. I very rarely have interesting stories to tell, you see, and when I do, oh, it's a big event. I generally in life I have like 5 stories. Once you get to know me, I start telling you a story, you'll be like, oh, it's that one again. I know this one already. I've only got 5 stories. You have to indulge me. I do enjoy retelling them, but this is a brand new story with excitement and adventure and really wild things. But first, let's play this match, and then we'll get there. All right, so they have 2 very good destroyers, some good cruisers, some honestly good everything. I wish I were on their team. Well, you know, our team's all right too. Yeah. Whoops! I accidentally. Oh, oh God, no! I meant to say that. I'm sure you do, Jolly Jumper One's good name. Yes, this tea ain't bad. I maybe could have added a bit more honey. You know what? I'm gonna go with my buddy here. I don't wanna. Abandon my Carl Shrew here. Mycomius. It's a good name. I like it. I'm coming. Although, like, are you even moving? He did turn and then stop. So that's a bit weird. He's having a little think about what he wants to do. What's my torpedo range? 7.5. Good to know. Good to know. I wish it showed that on screen. Am I going to have to start maneuvering here? Someone going to start firing on me, taking pot shots? They can't see me anymore, so they're probably behind one of these islands. Yeah, look at that fire coming in. They are from right back there where I thought. Okay. My cruiser buddy, who I came down here to kind of support because he was turning to the right, isn't playing the game. He's just sat there, which leaves me on my own on this side of the map because my team are generally over on the other side, or kind of in the middle, but, you know. That's rather concerning. Hey-ho, these things happen. It's only 11 o'clock in the morning. People waking up, you know. Yeah, but that Greyhound film is good, by the way. I forgot to mention, it's good. I see Chris over there saluting and waving. Is that code? Or are you... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright, well, there's not a lot I can do here. I could, you know, range forward here and try and get, like, around the back of this island and blah, blah, blah. I don't like that. If that guy can't see me, he's either over there... Oh, it was these fellas behind me, actually. Yeah, no, my bad. It was some of these fellas back there. Yes, I could come out here just to spot the enemy and such. What I want to do is wait for their cruiser to come out into the open and then start racing at him and fighting him. He does appear to... You know what? Screw it. This guy is... He's being like me. He's being quite ginger and quite careful. And that's one of the reasons I didn't just race out ahead. He's about to see me. I'm about to see him. Hello, hello. Alright. I very much doubt he's going to keep moving on that course and speed, but this should at least give him something to think about. Joke's on you, I was already on a perfectly good course. I don't need my steering wheel. See if I can set this guy on fire. For Attacker's a good ship, I don't really want to fight him. Can we be friends? Yeah, there's no way he's moving at a reasonable speed. Yeah, alright, fine, I'll switch to armor piercing, I believe you. I don't often use the high explosive, but people like Sammy keep telling me I should be using it more. Alright, now I do need to change course. I'm never going to get my... he's going to torpedo me, quite frankly. I'm going to have to swing away from him because he's just going to torpedo me. See what I mean? I don't even know if I'll miss those because I started turning quite late. And he's going to swing around and try and hit me with the other side now as well, because he'll see that those are going to miss. And he'll swing around. And he sees me swinging, and he knows exactly what I'm doing. I'm also launching torpedoes, so he's going to start evasive maneuvering to avoid a volley that he knows I'm going to be firing shortly. Let's just fire a relatively wide spread there in the hopes that one of them might hit. Hey, at least I got his citadel. Oh, hit him in the arse. Oh, yeah, there we go. Alright, now let's see what we can do here to try to evade these torpedoes. I've lost steering again, which is annoying because I was turning to starboard, which is not where I want to go because I would have hit those torpedoes. As soon as these torpedoes get out of the way, I can swing hard to starboard and I can hit him with all my guns, and then he'll be done for. Thank you for pointing out that I should use my armor piercing there, because I may have spent the whole time just setting him on fire, thinking, aha, fire! That's a good trick. It's a fun little engagement. I like the Emil Burton, you know what I mean? Like, she's got plenty of tricks up her sleeve. Okay. Ah, yes. I'm guessing it's high explosive for things like battleships because I'm never going to do much damage with armor piercing anyway against a battleship if I'm in a cruiser, because they've got thick armor, whereas a destroyer doesn't. So and also you're liable to overpenetrate, I would imagine, if you were armor piercing a destroyer. See, I know words. I learn things. Mainly I know about overpenetration and stuff because I play, you know, I could get real close to these guys. I could capture B and move in on these guys up their arse here because they don't seem to have anyone back here. They've got a couple of guys behind some islands, but that's it. I play Nebulous Fleet Command, which is a space game. If you like the kind of combat that they have in The Expanse and Battlestar Galactica, it's that. It's that. It's really good. It's made by a guy who used to serve in the US Navy, and I love like their interface. Right? It doesn't look video gamey. It looks like the kind of interface you might see in a more realistic kind of like military control panel. I like that. I appreciate that. Man, I don't know who I want to fire on here. I could try and hit this Mitsuki. I'm not sure he's moving. Ah, he's damaged. I just fired. Oh, I mean, I almost hit him. Shame I can't see him. No, I do want to keep moving for a sec here. I want to get into a little bit of cover, but continue to capture. See, Sammy would tell me to capture this point, and I am here, so I might as well. We are winning anyway. Alright, let's just see if I can hit this fella. Lob one over the hill, and then just kind of take cover for 20 seconds while I finish capturing this point. And then we'll see if we can go after their destroyer, maybe. I'm the closest guy to their aircraft carrier, almost, as well. I could just, I could do something about that. Are you not dead yet? Where is he? He's not moving. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. Alright, we are going to swing hard to starboard and avoid any kind of torpedoes this guy fires at us. I don't expect to hit this guy, but let's confuse him a little bit with some torpedoes here. Let the team know that I'm being engaged by someone here. Oh, he came this way, you clever little bastard. Oh, that's clever. I like that. Oh, yes. I mean, it's not too bad for me. I can continue to maneuver. Oh, he fired and then came through. Oh, you little genius. Oh, you got to respect that. That is some clever little. That's some clever strategy. It's not going to work, but it was really clever. That's some wolf-packy submariner. That what's the word I'm looking for? He's a sea dog. This guy's a sea dog. I appreciate the skill there. That was cool. Chris says that this is one of the strongest cruisers at Tier 4. I'm sure what he means to say is that it's because of my genius strategy that makes it so good. Now, are you going to try and sink me? Because I see torpedo planes coming in here. He's going to make me turn away. I'm going straight towards their aircraft carrier, but of course their aircraft carrier knows I'm the closest ship and is, if nothing else, forcing me to turn away. Come on. Swing her back around. Swing her back around. There we go. I'll slow down for a sec, let these torpedoes pass, and then I can swing hard around. But they're going to be coming at me again from another direction. Oh, where is he? Is he coming from the same direction? What's he doing? He's above me. Alright, he's gone. I can swing back around. I think this guy is going to live until we win on points. Look at that. We got 900 points. Oh, it's lovely and warm in here now. I'm happy now. I've had some fun. Do you reckon he's down there? Yeah, I reckon you could be right, mate. Why, sure if he's down there. How can that destroyer not see him unless he's just very well hidden? No, he's not down there. He's closer to the back. Yeah. That makes more sense. Well, 941. 940. Sure, we've won. We've won. Oh, Jesus, that plane came down something quick. I'm pretty sure we're supposed to fish it out of the water. See that crane in the middle of the ship? I think that's the crane we pick it up with, right? And then it launches from said crane as well. Float planes on ships are such a cool thing.
We've been spotted.
We've been spotted. 995 points.
That was a great battle.
That was a great battle. See, I never even got a chance to fire. I'm too warm now. I'm going to have to start taking layers off. I'm wearing so many clothes right now. Take off. I'm gonna take me clothes off. Got one of me tubular appendages out of this outfit. Oh yes, there we go. Alright, I'm running a poll. How many pairs of trousers do you think I'm wearing? It's an unofficial poll, because I don't think I can run polls yet on Twitch. So, how many pairs of trousers do you think I have on right now? Oh, here we go though. We're moving forward in our milestones here. 54. We need to get to 80, I think. I need to do some stuff in a 5 and up as well, don't I? So why don't we just have a look at 5 and up, and then we can... Is this everything? Everything I'm leveling up that's a 5 and up. It's just all cruisers. Well, fair enough, I guess. I like these ships, sure. I feel like I've done okay in the Pensacola so far. I don't know. Screw it. Shall I play hot chocolate? I don't understand the reference. I know what hot chocolate is. This is very embarrassing. I don't get it. I can tell you how I like to make hot chocolate, though. Mm. Hey, Spicy, are you still here? I want you to hear this story so I don't have to relay it to you later in the Discord. So I'll tell you my story. But first off, I can reveal officially that I am wearing 2 pairs of trousers. My like comfy thin indoor around the house pair, and then an extra pair because it's cold. So anyway, story time. Story time. Let me drink my tea. I'm going to play this game relatively safe because I'm going to be telling the story. Although, by all means, tell me what I should be doing. So, my washing machine broke a week and a half ago or something. It was quite old. It was secondhand when I got it, and I now know that it was made in 2010. That was when it was manufactured. I didn't have it new. Ha 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 ha. And yeah, it broke anyway. The bearings went, which is a shame because I'm quite handy at fixing things in general. By the way, this map is cool. Look at this map. I don't know this map. It must be relatively new. I like it. No, I think I've played this map once, and someone said it was in an update, a recent update or something. It looks cool. So anyway, so the bearings went in the washing machine, and I can fix most things. I'm quite happy to open things up, and if it's a part that needs replacing, I'll replace the part. If it's something just needs some, TLC, I will play about with it. But the bearings in a washing machine often tend to be quite sealed in. It's not worth the faffing of breaking into the thing to replace the bearings. And it was old anyway. But it's not like I have much money or anything, so I went around charity shops to find a replacement, because that's where we get everything. Who can see me? I should probably kick in the engines a bit here if someone can see me right now. I'm being targeted by 2 ships. Here we are. It's this guy. I mean, of course he's going to reverse the moment he sees I'm firing on him. So I go to some charity shops. I don't find anything at first, which is a shame. But you keep hunting, and eventually find a machine. And it just so happens that this washing machine is another. Oh god, that's a lot of enemies. You're lucky I don't have torpedoes. Oh, Jesus. It's all over for me. The Nelson just absolutely obliterated me, I think. That's a good game from me. Jesus, it didn't last very long there, did it? Jesus, look how much health I have. I'm done. I'm done. Good luck. Who's this fella behind me? We got the Fuso moving in. Good luck. You're on your own. Everyone's going to want to kill me because I have 0 health points. Might as well turn on my radar or my sonar, which shouldn't work through a solid mountain, but often does anyway. You know what? Screw it. I'm just going to drive forward. I have so little health. Who cares? I'm going to die the first time. I might get a volley off at something before I die. Anyway. Ah, no. Or not. If he knew how little health I had, he'd be firing his guns at me right now. Come on, bring your guns to bear. Oh, he's noticed. I think he's noticed how little health I have. Oh, he sure has. Hey, at least I set him on fire. So, yeah. There I go down. Alright, so, I get this washing machine, bring it home. Now, they run a little test at the charity shop to make sure it works, which is very nice of them, and they do their electrical test, which is very boring. There isn't really much to it. And I get it home. Now, I didn't install it. I let my father do that because I've never played around with washing machines. I've taken a lot of things apart, played around with stuff, but installing a washing machine isn't something I've ever done. So I thought, you know what? Let's get him to do it because he's done it a bunch of times. Well, kinda. So I'll just have him do that. That'd be cool. Whatever, you know. So we go to turn it on, and it doesn't work. It just beeps twice. Right, everything works, but you press the start button, it beeps twice. And I have a few thoughts. You know, his thought is, oh, maybe the water's not getting in, but my gut feeling was that I don't hear it because it's immediately saying no. It's not attempting to run any kind of water pump or anything or check any kind of pressure or anything. It's just saying no, I will not start. So my first gut was like, maybe there's something wrong with the door sensor, right? Because it won't start if it doesn't think the door is closed. And because it's so immediately saying something is definitely wrong, I'm not going to start, but it's not throwing some overall error code saying that there's a faulty component. It's just saying, no, I'm not ready, I can't go yet. So I thought maybe it's the door. I googled, found the manual because we didn't have a manual for it or anything. And the general consensus was that, yeah, there was some kind of issue and it could have been the door or whatever. So I fiddled around with the door. You know, first thing you do, give it a good whack just in case, because sometimes when things get delivered, when things get shuffled from A to B, things can get slightly knocked out of whack or they can get stuck in a funny way. And so you just need to maybe give it the old percussive maintenance to get something moving. Didn't work. But then when I really fiddled with the door and kind of pushed and pulled it and stuff, I got it to go. I got it to start. And it ran a very brief cycle and I confirmed the whole thing was functioning, but it was definitely an issue with the door sensor. It wasn't detecting that the door was closed unless I really messed with it. So I was unhappy because I was like, I'm going to have to take this back, you know? Because, like, okay, yeah, I can kind of get it working, but, like it's going to fail fully at some point, right? So I have to, let's just watch someone else play the game. Yeah, like this guy sat here doing nothing. Let's watch him while I'm telling the story. So I was like, we're going to have to bring it back. That sucks. But then I thought to myself, well, this happens to be a slightly crappier version of the one we had, right? This is a slightly crappier version of the other one, because the one I have is the good one I had was the Bosch something. I don't remember the name of it. It's written on the machine, but it has this really nice big control panel, right? But all of the features were more or less the same. It's only on the new one, the new old one, you know. The new one, that's a lot of torpedoes. On the new one, the control panel was super tiny and it was just one little numeric display. You could tell it was the cheaper version. It was even called the Classic something or other instead of the super ultra cool max, whatever it is. But, you know, you could eyeball the machine and be like, these look very similar, you know? These look very similar. you look up some of the specs, and you know it's very similar spec, very similar. Anyway, so I thought, well, the door sensor, they're called interlocks. The door interlock is probably compatible, right? So I opened the old machine up, which I was going to do anyway, because I've never opened a washing machine. I thought it'd be fun to see what's inside. I mean, we were scrapping it, so I'll open it up and I'll have a look inside and see if it's easy to get whatever kind of module it is out, or if it's just a little switch or something. And it turned out it's a little module. They're quite interesting how they're made. There's not a lot to it really, but there is a little like emergency door release thing, which by the way, if you don't know, because now I know, so on a washing machine the door's going to lock, right? It won't let you open it while it's running, and it locks itself. But if you ever need to get it open, you can like manually, it's not exactly manual because it's electronic, but you can get around the lock by pulling a little plastic thingy that's down at the bottom where the filter is, you know, right near the floor. There's like, you open that panel up and you pull a thing and it'll force the door to open. That thing, it turns out, is just a plastic stick that runs up through the machine and hooks onto this door lock module where the actual door lock is. That's all that is. It's just a mechanical plastic stick, and then that pulls down on a plastic thing that disconnects the switch and allows you to open the door. And besides that, it's just a basic 3-pin like switch thing. So anyway, I get it out of the old machine, which is hard enough. I admit, I like to try things without looking it up too much, but I did, fair play to this guy trying to fight this battle. He's not going to win, but fair play. I did have to Google it, because it turns out when you remove that door interlock, you don't just pull it away on the inside, it has to lever itself out, and that's how it's held in place. That's a bit boring, but the point is I got it out. I did have to move the drum out of the way, hold it in place with some clamps to really get my arm down inside, because you have to get both your arms down, disconnect the cable, and this, that, and the other. It's very tight. I have to take my watch off just to get my arms in to get this thing out and do everything by feel. But I got this module out. I opened the new machine up and got that module out, which somehow was even harder, I don't know. And they were more or less identical modules, and I was quite happy that they, you know, I checked the pin out on them, they were the same, more or less the same, not identical, but same in function. So I stuck the old one into the new one, or I should say the good one in, you know what I mean, and plugged it in. It was very different. That was the hardest part, getting it in, getting it reconnected, getting that little plastic stick thingy connected again, because it kind of has to, you have to turn the whole module sideways and it hooks on, and then when you turn it sideways again it's locked in place so it can't be pulled off. It's clever, but and it's simple, but it's hard to do when you have to try and squeeze your hand down inside a washing machine. Got it in and it worked. It was fine. Great, I fixed the washing machine, right? The old door interlock worked just fine. First time, no issues, great. So I thought, well, I've got both these washing machines open now, and I've had a little look inside. And if you don't know, this kind of technology is very simple in many ways. A lot of the time, besides minor differences between models, they're all kind of the same inside, right? So especially with my particular case here, where it was two almost identical models from the same manufacturer, there really isn't much difference between the two. The only real difference was that the control panel on my old broken washing machine was really good, and the control panel on this new one was crap. And also it was really yellow. You know how like some plastic yellows really badly? It was really ugly yellow. The rest of the machine was fine because it was all like painted metal, but the control panel looked awful. So I thought, I had a little look inside, and all the connections were the same. Everything was the same inside. They were very similar machines, as I say. So I was just like, well, what if I just take the control panel off my old machine and just slap it onto this replacement machine and give it a go, right? So I did that. It was a bit tricky because a couple of the screws over time on both machines, the same screws as well, a bit of a design flaw I suppose, had gotten a bit corroded. I really had to lay the screws to it. I really had to get my my proper drill out, put the bit in the drill, and just hope I didn't shred the bit trying to get the screw out. But I got them out, and labeled the wires because most of them were designed quite well. It would be like a lot of the wires were the same color, but they went to connectors that were laid out in different ways. So like this one is a 2-pin connector, this one's a 3-pin connector with 3 wires, but this other one's a 3-pin connector that just has 2 wires. So you can kind of make a note. I always take photographs before you ever take anything apart. Always take a photo of how it is originally, because you will need to refer to those photos. I take a lot of photos, very helpful. But some of them was like, okay, so these 2 connectors are identical with identical wires, so I had to label everything to make sure that I connected it in the right place. But yeah, anyway, I swapped the control panel across, and it was fine. It was fine, and there is more to this story because I've not gotten to the part where I almost destroyed the kitchen yet. But the end of the story, I accidentally skipped over that part. But the end of the story is that I now have a quote-unquote new washing machine, or I should really just say a functioning washing machine. This one was manufactured in 2013, not 2010. There's a label inside on the drum that tells you when it was manufactured, which is quite handy. But with my old control panel. So it's as if I've not even changed washing machines. I don't need to learn how to use a new washing machine or anything. It's just the same. And the door works. I didn't have to return it or anything like that. I'd piss about. So I did all my washing yesterday. It was great. But the other thing was, I mentioned at the start that my father, I let him do the install. So I was like, you know what? I've never done it before. There's probably some nuance there that he's aware of that I'm not. Let's get him to do it. But, and this is a very important lesson, if you only take one thing away from this stream today, this is an actual serious important lesson. Washing machines have a drum inside that needs to be on a suspension. It's suspended by a bunch of very strong springs, so that when everything spins around at 1,000 RPM, it doesn't fly itself apart. It's very easy to look up videos online of stuff flying itself apart, right? Washing machines flying themselves apart. You can just look it up, and they will really do that. God damn, the Shimano. I've got 5 ships targeting me right now, and torpedoes, which are... Ooh, just missed. Not good, though. That's at least 2 separate ships. Plus there's a guy in B somewhere, so this isn't going well. But anyway, look, there's 5 ships are targeting me. I mean, I could lay smoke. Should I just lay smoke? I am kind of on the front line here in a way I really didn't realize because I was telling my story. Wow, they do not like me. Anyway, this is the important part that you really, really need to know. Oh, for God's sake. My smoke screen is set. But I'm not in it anymore. You know what, screw it. I'm turning around. I'm getting out of here. Screw these guys. Oh, God. Look at all those torpedoes. Were they even aimed at me? Ah, game's over for me. Man, never even fired my guns. I mean, I could shoot at this guy now, but what would be the point? My engines are shot. I'm flooding. I have no health. That went really badly for me. Just wow. Just wow. 5... I don't think 5 people were firing on me, but 5 people were targeting me there. That was just shocking. Anyway, this is the important lesson that you have to learn when you get a washing machine delivered, or indeed if you are transporting a washing machine yourself. The suspension, the drum inside the washing machine, needs to be secured for transport, right? And so you put things in called transport bolts. There's 4 of them. Transport bolts, they go in the back and they stop the drum from being able to move around. Great. If you don't remove those and you turn the washing machine on, as soon as it really starts to spin that drum up, it will do what you see in all of the videos online. It will start to dance. It will start to run around the room, smash everything apart in its wake, you know, tear the water pipe out from the wall, and potentially kill people if things start, you know, flying around, flying apart, hitting people at high speed. Very, very high energy stuff. So I'm in the kitchen, and I'm aware that the door needs fixing. So I'm taking apart the other washing machine, the old washing machine. I'm taking that apart next to this new one, which is running a cycle just to test that it's all working anyway. And just as it starts to get to its last spin cycle, the bit where it really gets going, I'm paying attention. I'm eyeballing it because it's brand new, right? And I'm like, okay, let's see, can it handle this? Are there any weird noises like you can hear if there's an issue with the motor or with the bearings or anything? Like how is it running okay? And I notice as it starts to spin up, it starts to vibrate more than it should, and then it starts to really start rocking around. And it only took me a second or two to get across to the power cutoff switch on the wall. But in that time, it had moved about a foot and a half out of where it was underneath the unit, and it was only really the unit that was holding it back from, I don't know, tipping itself over or something. So that was a good lesson there. And at first, I wasn't sure what was going on because I hadn't been the one to install it. I didn't know that there were transport bolts still in the back of it. I'm a little surprised the guys at the charity shop bothered to put transport bolts in, to be honest. But fair play to them, they did. So that's your lesson to be very careful with that stuff. So in the end, I didn't destroy the kitchen or flood the place or anything. No one got hurt. Washing machine got fixed and I didn't have to return it. And I even got a nice non-yellow crappy looking control panel fitted back on the thing. So woohoo, so I'm happy. And that and a few other things are why I wasn't streaming yesterday. I also had to fix my heater, which was also broken, and that was like a 6-hour... That was a 6-hour job, and that got fixed as well. Woohoo. Anyway, how's everyone? There you go, that was my little story. That was my exciting... What is it people call stories? What is it cool people who drink cocktails call story? Anecdote. An anecdote. That was my fun anecdote for the month. I'm going to ride this anecdote. Next time I see every single one of my friends, I'm going to say, look, I have a story to tell you about a washing machine. You like washing machines? You should listen in on this story on washing machines. What's everyone doing for New Year's? That's my other question. What was my first question? Don't remember. Already moved on. I'm having too good of a time to remember what I'm talking about. Come on now. I'm not entirely sure what I should be doing here. The vast majority of my team have gone up towards A, and I am ranging down here with this Friendrax, this one cruiser. I'm very much out in the open here. I could, of course, not down there, but I could dash behind this rock if needed. Look at that lovely building. I've been spotted though.
Looks like we've been seen.
I don't love it. I'd like to, if nothing else, get a volley off and then swing around. This cruiser next to me is clearly being careful. We have an enemy in C. Could be anyone at this point. Doesn't have to be a destroyer because there's a lot of islands here. Alright, I'm going to swing around a little bit. I may end up swinging back again. I'm going to give myself a wide berth to be able to just swing all the way around. If I could just get one good volley off at whoever's firing on me. Or screw it, I'll fire on this rook. Am I going to hit him? Probably not. But, oh, that's some damage. That was probably the rook firing on me. Or another battleship. How many battleships are there? There are 3 of them, but one of them's unaccounted for. Alright, I'd love to know who this guy is. There's someone outside of visual range firing on me. You know what? Yep, nope, there is that unaccounted for battleship. Well, at this point, I'm not going to drive straight towards 2 battleships and unknown cruisers. And look at all those torpedoes we avoided by turning around. Phew, and there's that cruiser. Oh, wow, these guys really took my health off before the game even started. Jesus Christ. Alright, so the lesson to learn here is to be a bit more careful in the future. Because I kind of ranged out in this direction for a long time, not knowing what was out there and what was coming. And it did not end well for me, clearly. It turned out that what was out there was 2 battleships and a cruiser. And, well, I did avoid all the torpedoes. But, yeah, Jesus, these 2... What was that, New Mexico or something? And a rook? They absolutely slaughtered me. Alas. And this cruiser, quite intelligently, spent the whole time kind of playing it safe back here, not sure what was going on, and now is reversing to get the fuck out of there. Because, I mean, just look at the minimap. This guy's fucked. This guy is genuinely fucked because his backup, the Graf Spee over here, has run away and has decided that my entire team has decided to chase down the Dunkirk on this corner of the map, which, fair play, I wouldn't want to be the Dunkirk. But we rather did get focused on back here ourselves, didn't we? You could argue half their team, well, 3 guys? 3, I'm going to say that's half their team. How many? It's 9 in a match, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. 3 is half of 9, as we all know. That was unfortunate. The Fuso's a great ship, but you know, you can get blasted. You can get blasted, my friends. What should we pull out here? I want to cheer up a little bit. I'm going to pull out my cheer up ship. Oh, where's my cheer up ship? What tier of ship is it? Is it a 4? Yeah, it's a 4. Oh, it's lovely and sunny. There's rain forecast later. Yeah, it isn't even midday yet. Anyway, yes, how is everyone? I hope you're all grand. I hope you're having a lovely autumn. You know, it's funny because this time of year comes around and you think to yourself, like, especially now that it's really cold and we're practically, you know, it's not too far away from like Christmas. It feels like it's winter, you know? Like the leaves have come off the trees already and it's like frosty, frozen outside. All the water's frozen. It's cold. The sun sets at like 11 a.m. Well, okay, it's setting at like, what, 3:45 in the afternoon or something? I don't know. And it feels like it's winter now, but it's still autumn, and it's going to be autumn for a long time. Jianwei and a hill. Okay, sure. I'm not too concerned. Strange that most people don't have proper icons. They just have that one. That's a bit weird. Huh. They're not new players or anything, because like they're like 3s and 4s and, well, 3s. Well, strange. Strange that they don't have more icons. Anyway, let's go sink some ships. This is a bit of a tricky map to do this because you have this rather interesting spot here where the enemy can certainly see you through it, but it's also a very big wall that goes across this area, and then there's a lot of places for people to hide over here, and just in general, it's tricky to really get some long-range hits, because, like, let's say I was able to fire on this Congo now. I can't because there's an island in the way. Like, so often when you're over here trying to set off torpedo stuff, either there's an island in the way, or the place you need to drive, there's an island in the way. Jianwei, hello. Ah, come on now. You can see me already.
Engine boost is on. Oh, I love being
We've been
fast.
seen.
Yeah, I have no intention of engaging that guy whatsoever. Let's just scare him off a little bit with some torpedoes. And what's he going to do? What's he doing? You know what? Screw it. On the off chance he swings himself back around there, I don't want to just... I could swing down this gap, but he knows exactly where I am. It would be unwise, because if I swung down that gap, I'd have to swing my way around and be right in front of him. He does appear to be reversing slightly towards my torpedoes, but I think what I'm just going to do is turn on the spot here and just kind of retrace my steps and see what I can do. I always play my kamikaze like a submarine, so I'm all about torpedoes and staying hidden. And definitely not fighting destroyers unless I really have to. Unless there's some kind of emergency and there's no... Or unless it's like a particularly wise thing to do. We do have a cruiser braking here and potentially coming into range. But no, he's driving into an island. He's going to be slowing down momentarily for said reason. Yeah. You know what? I don't just want to do another circle. I want to know what this guy's doing. Is he going to swing around the back here? We do have this Jianwei again. Of course he sees me. I'm also concerned about this cruiser, but he's actually just kind of crashed his nose into the island. Not even this island, but the island behind this island. I'd really love to get rid of that Jianwei so I could just get past these guys and start engaging the enemy.
Here's who we're taking down.
But there's not much I can do. I mean, I could fire on him, but my guns are terrible. Terrible. And I can obviously harass him with torpedoes to keep him back. Which I will continue to do. But to what end? What's he doing? He's kind of just sat there. Well, there's nothing I can do that's really going to do much to him.
No more boost. We're taking it slow from here.
Surely he'll have gone back there somewhere, right? This is a weird match. It happens sometimes. You get kind of stuck in one corner of the map and there's not a lot you can do. Okay, he is laying smoke there. Alright, okay. I wasn't going to swing around. It's a bit tight here, but if I can swing around and get a volley of torpedoes into the smoke, would be good. I know there is that island there. What's that cruiser doing? He's kind of hanging out as well. There's every possibility that he might decide he wants to come out here. Right, I don't think he's there. I think he's closer to being in the smoke there.
Here's who we're taking down.
Let's try and get a tighter spread here. Right. Or not a tighter spread, but try and get around. There's this tiny little island here. We also have battleships on their way in, so this isn't the worst spot for me to be in if I can really thread the needle and hit this Bretagne. I know that's not how you pronounce it. That's how I'm going to say it. But still, if you look at the minimap, we have 3 battleships, a destroyer, and a cruiser. There we go. We finally hit that Jianwei. Perfect. 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 Where, Jesus, my bot is really in it. I assume there were no ads actually playing, right? Right, Spicy? Because I've not finished setting the ad stuff up yet. But now that Jianwei has been dealt with, let me just have a look. What are these battleships doing? Because they might feel like coming through the gap here, which would be unwise for them. But by all means, sir, come on through. Let's see if any of those hit. This guy's smoke is doing some work for me, but I do have to pull back a little bit here. That other cruiser has moved up to being this guy has moved up to being behind my island now. So he's behind this island, not the one behind it. You reckon any of those torpedoes are going to hit the Bretagne? Yeah, one of them did. There we go. That'll scare him off from coming through that hole. This is my hole. There are many like it, but this is my hole. What's he up to? Oh, he's still coming. He's still coming. That's concerning, actually. This guy's got some balls. All right. What do we think he's going to do? Okay, this is potentially... What? Come on. Tell me what this cruiser's going to get up to. You know what? I actually do have to turn here. Let me get around the Texas. You know what? They're coming for the Texas. That's what they're doing. They're coming after the flaming Texas, and I just happen to be here.
Help me out with your fire.
Alright, I was really concerned that Bretagne might swing hard to port and avoid all my torpedoes. Alright, okay. Well, I'm in a position now where they can't see me and I'm relatively safe from being spotted again. At least I did hit that cruiser with my last volley there. Now that we have a rough idea of what might be happening here, let's see what... Yeah, if I just fire about there... I've got plenty of room to maneuver, although I have gotten a touch close. So let's just swing out and around. Alright, that Bretagne is not doing well. There's a good volley of torpedoes there. There goes the Bretagne. Will I hit the cruiser? No, just missed him. Alright, but I wasn't really aiming at him anyway. My colleague is dead. The enemy planes aren't coming for me, but they're flying over me. They're going for a friendly... Oh, this guy? Is this guy? This guy's running away.
Team, let's rain fire on that enemy warship.
Normally I don't fire my guns, as you know, but this is an unusual circumstance. I mean, he's right there, and he's got no health. Might as well at least attempt to help out a bit. But in reality... should I just chase this guy a little bit? Maybe I should. Maybe I should. If we can just take him off the map and make sure he's dead. Thank you. Well done.
Done.
Alright, I'm going to swing around this rock. I'm going to turn my engine speed boost on because I really have to get back
Engine
into
boost is
things.
on. Oh, I
Swing
love
around this
being
rock.
fast.
Help him take a... No, change my mind. Change my mind. If you look at B, our guys are all running away from their destroyer and stuff. We really need to get over there. And you know how I don't like to engage destroyers? In a situation like this, they really need... Look, I'm not amazing, and I'm definitely not great at engaging destroyers, but they need someone to get out there and engage this destroyer, because he will fuck that aircraft carrier, and that battleship is even further out. The least I can do is try and help here a little bit. And there's every chance we're going to lose. Okay, so our other destroyer is going after the Langley, their aircraft carrier. I'm happy enough with that. I would have asked him to come and help me, but honestly, taking their aircraft carrier off the board is going to be really helpful, because this battleship, besides getting sunk by torpedoes, it's... you know what? This guy's probably going relatively decent course and speed here, because he's just racing straight towards our aircraft carrier. What if I just launched a ridiculously wide volley at him and generally just kept him... I don't want to fire yet and give away the game. I want to see if any of these torpedoes actually manage to hit. But maybe I should give it away, honestly. Yeah. Let's just give away the game, because he's going to get close enough to launch his own torpedoes. He's probably turning to fire, to be honest. Let's at least give him something else to think about. A couple of my torpedoes are finally arriving. We have the rear volley here, getting pretty close. Oh, got him! Come on! I'm good sometimes. Not always, but sometimes. Sometimes I'm not terrible, right? And we raced over. Was it enough to save the aircraft carrier? I think so. I think if we had gone around that island earlier and not decided to turn this way instead of the other way, that guy would have caught up with our aircraft carrier before we could have come down to help. Alright, what's left?
We're taking it slow.
Wyoming. Oh, let's have a little drink of our tea here. Oh. Has everyone got plans for New Year's? I mean, you don't need to go out. When I say you've got plans, really your plan might be I'm gonna stay in bed and listen to the fireworks while I go to sleep. That's a perfectly good plan. My plan would ordinarily be something like that. I would stay up until midnight or whatever with the family, but this time this Wyoming appears to have given up, by the way. This time I'm going to go to a friend's house. Hopefully we're going to go stand outside and watch the fireworks at midnight. I love fireworks. Fireworks are so cool. You know, I could get spicy here, get close, but honestly, this guy's dead. I could shoot him, honestly. Yeah, screw it. Let's fire my guns. I hit him. I killed him. Jesus. With my guns even, I think. Wait, was that guns or did I torpedo him? I'm not sure. I'm not can we get an action replay on that? Can someone tell me what just happened? Because I don't know. Oh God, that other destroyer must have been doing the work. He's the top player. I think I did alright myself. But that guy must have really been putting the effort in. Good on him. Good on him. That ship on the enemy team, you look at their top ship, the Guilio Cesare. Can't pronounce it. Sorry. Whenever I go up against it, it seems like quite a beast of a ship. I want one. I'm not going to buy it though. If it costs money, no thank you. Ooh, a crate. I like crates. You know what? Hey, you see how I've got 5 days of premium right now, which I just turned on the game and I had 5 days, so I don't know, I must have unlocked it while I wasn't here. But the game had the audacity to pop up when I booted the game up and say, "Oh, your premium's running out, you know. Ooh, it's almost run out. Ooh, you should buy some more." And I'm like, "Dog, I have 5 days of premium. That is more than I ever have, because I usually just buy 1 day at a time. Because I'm not going to be playing this game for 5 days in a row. Oh, I've unlocked a little man, a little British man in my computer. Look at that. He's a little English man in my I shouldn't say English because he may very well, he could be Welsh, I don't know. Oh, he's a little fella, little man in my, apparently I already had him. He's a little, you're all my friends that live inside the computer, by the way. I'm sure you're all aware. Oh, okay. There was a very large book inside that ammo crate. To be fair, I do need promotion orders. They're always useful. I always need them. What I really need are commendations so I can, like this guy, for example, I need 4 billion commendations, 15 or something. I don't know. Yeah, 15. I've got 4. And but the thing is, like, they're so rare. I so rarely get commendations that I'm not going to save up 15 just to finish leveling this guy up. Like, that's it. Once I level him up once more, he's fully leveled up. I'd rather use some of those commendations on other guys that do need leveling up, as opposed to just, like, it increases my destroyer speed by an extra 1%, and it would increase, like, engine boost duration by 5% and cooldown by 5%, and it would give me an extra engine boost charge. And those are all great things, but they're such tiny little incremental improvements that I don't want to waste like 15 commendations on it, because there are better ways to spend that stuff, you know. All right. I will. You know, I'm going to take the Farragut out at some point because I don't know. Sammy made me enjoy it the other day, and it's actually quite a fun little ship when you're shooting at the enemy, which isn't something I normally do in a destroyer. Ooh, should I try? Should I try my aircraft carrier? I'm not the best with aircraft carriers, but I'm not terrible either. Sometimes, kinda. Sometimes I play against aircraft carriers that are just so good. Like the way that they leave it till just the last moment to drop their torpedoes, and even if you're in a really maneuverable destroyer, they just come at you again and again and again and sink you. It's amazing. I wish I could be that good. I never even tried to sink destroyers with torpedoes as an aircraft carrier because I'm not good enough to do that. That's like hitting a needle with a dart. I love putting the English UK camo on my Japanese aircraft carriers. It always just looks really good. They really suit it. It looks really good. I'm gonna reverse for a bit, but the first thing I like to do, because you think about, like, the aircraft carriers like to reverse to the back of the map when the game starts. So right now, their aircraft carrier is going to be somewhere in 9, right? In grid 9. And so I like to just immediately launch some bombers, some torpedo bombers, and just see if I can get a sneaky little torpedo hit on him. Because, like, look, you can see his planes down there. You know he's over here. It would be nice to get past his... Stop shooting at me with your fighters. It'd be nice if I could get past this this little screen here. Yeah, what? Screw it. Come on, where is he? Where is he? Where is he? I don't want to get all my stuff shot down. He has to. He's right here. There he is. All right. Now let's see if we can get a cheeky little torpedo hit on him. Where is he? He's moving forwards. Is he? He's moving forwards? Or is he not moving at all? I don't think he's even moving. Do you think I'll be able to swing around with one plane? I think that plane's going to get shot down. I reckon I'm going to hit him, though. There you go. 1 torpedo hit. 2 torpedo hits. That'll make him think twice. All right. Now I want to kick the engines in and just park myself squarely at the arse end of this island. Oh, I shouldn't have been turning my rudder. I want to just crash into this island back here. I could even... Well, I could try and nestle myself back there, but... For the moment, I want to crash into this island. That's what I'll do. I could just sit out here in the open, and that would be fine. But let's give it a crack, shall we? Oh, the sun's really out, man. Anyone else here get like seasonal, like SAD is what is the acronym, seasonal affective disorder, I think. It's basically when the weather's bad, you feel really sad, you know. But it really gets me to the point where I can tell. Is it, oh, look at this. He's bombing me. Look at this. He's sending his planes are coming to bomb me because I went after him. Look at that. He's bombed me just now. My health in the bottom left of the screen. He's pissed off that I torpedoed him and he's sent his planes after me. Normally an aircraft carrier would not bother to do that. They have far more juicy targets closer to them, but because I did the unusual move just now of going straight for him, he's come straight for me. You gotta respect it, you know. Fair play to him. Oh, I can see his planes down here. Has he moved forwards or is he just where he was? There's a lot of anti-air around here though. Surely he's moved into some semblance of cover behind this island. Come on, my planes are getting torn up. Where is he? He's moved way back. Alright, let's see if we can get moved in here. You only get 10 seconds to line a shot up though. 4, 3, 2, 1. I just wanted to try and line something up reasonably well. Let's just call those planes back. And we are reasonably where we want to be now. Yeah. Alright, let's stop pissing around going after their aircraft carrier. We did just get a torpedo hit, just the one, but it was difficult coming at him face on like that to get a hit. Let's actually see what we can do to help the team out at this point. Although keeping the aircraft carrier busy does help the team, but you know, there are other ways to help in an aircraft carrier. Yeah. Let's see. We'll go down the middle here. There is a battleship over in this direction who's in a pretty good position to get broadsided by some torpedoes. There is also a destroyer. It looks like it's a Congo. There's a destroyer here somewhere. I don't care about hitting him, but I like to spot him for the team as I fly on by. He should be just behind this island, unless he's left. Looks like he's gone. Alright, Mr. Congo. You're moving at a leisurely pace, and you know, if I just happen to, Ooh, my controls went a bit funny there for a second. I got a bit of lag there, and suddenly it jolted. Can I swing around? I don't know if I'll hit him swinging around, but yeah, we'll give it a go. Did I miss? Did I hit him? Well, that's not my best shot, but I think we did all right. All right, we're going to swap to high explosive because we've run out of torpedo planes for now. There we go. I got one hit on him. I mean, we've had 6 torpedo hits so far. That's not bad. It's not bad for me anyway. You know? Jesus, now. Jesus, you're not looking for no pro play now, are you? Because you won't get it. Right, looks like the majority of their team are headed full force into sea. And a lot of our team are on the other side of the map, so let's try and give these guys a bit of assistance where we can. There's no point me going after their destroyer. I'm not good enough at the game to do that, but I can certainly harass like this Congo again. Just keep him busy, basically. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, I think I let go a little bit late there. I still hit him on the bow, but you know. You think? Do I have the range to hit their aircraft carrier? Probably not. No, he's moved. No. I'm gonna call those planes back. I got some torpedo planes. Yeah, even their aircraft carrier has moved over there now. I mean, which makes sense. He's staying behind their team for cover. You can't fault him. He seems to know what he's doing. Still, he is right there, and while he is quite far away, he is causing some real trouble for our battleships. As you can see over here, he's torpedoing the Fuso. Maybe I can reach him with a couple more torpedoes and piss him off. Maybe. Do I have the range? 20 kilometers of fuel? Can I get past some of the anti-air from these battleships and just go get him? Now that we know exactly where he is, makes it a bit easier to drive straight at him. Oh, look at these beautiful planes as well that I've got. They're really lovely looking planes. I love them. They look so nice. Alright, he's over here somewhere. We'll spot him in a couple of seconds here. We've only lost two planes so far. Come on, he's here somewhere. There he is. Get as close as we can here. He's right at the edge of our range in terms of fuel. Let's dip down to the deck. He's not moving too fast. We've got plenty of planes, so I'm not too concerned about much of anything, really. Alright. Let's just... Alright, 2 hits, and we incapacitated something. We don't have enough torpedo planes to do that again. I would be concerned that he's going to get pissed off at me and bring his torpedo planes my way, but he does seem to currently be busy trying to sink. Is that us, the New Mexico? Still, we have definitely pissed off that aircraft carrier a fair amount. There is a destroyer getting behind us right now, which is a big concern. So much so that I'm actually going to go after him, because if he gets past this bay in here, which he's going to eventually with the assistance of all these guys, and so many torpedoes, he's going to get me. I need to move to the other side of the map. I'm not safe here anymore. You saw me just begin to move just now and then decided to launch my planes instead. But yeah, I really got to get shifting. They don't see me yet, but they will soon enough. This destroyer is going to be able to see me within 10 seconds if he were to turn hard left and race at me. Alright, I don't know if I'm going to hit this guy. You know me, I'm not great at hitting these guys. But let's try... That's as good as it's going to get, and I think I'm going to fire aft of him. Come on, bring the planes back, because we need to leave. It's time to go. You see how I parked myself not actually hitting the island, so that gives me a little room to maneuver when I need to get moving. And I definitely need to get moving right now. So now I'm good to go. And we've got some more torpedo planes again. Let us see what we can do. How's our Bayan? And he's dead. Just as I say that, he's dead. Well, I'm moving away from the enemy, so I'm not so concerned. What I am concerned about is our little group of Verbus Unis here, Fuso, and Cavor. If they die, it's all over. So I'm concerned with helping them where possible. Perhaps hitting their Fuso might be a good way to accomplish that. There goes our Verbus Unis. I think we've lost this match. Quite frankly, I don't see us winning. I do not. But we will do what we can. We will do what we can. And just kind of let the team know what I think about the situation. I think we're done. Frankly. Now, with what very little fuel I have left, and there we go, we did hit that guy with a little bit. Let's see if we can limp on over here. 4 planes left. Can we torpedo this guy? He is again in a perfect position to torpedo. Alright, there we go. That'll piss him off. That'll be 2 hits. Let me swing around to head south. There we go. Another 2 hits. Flooding, incapacitation. He didn't have a lot of health left. I don't think I'll sink him unless he doesn't repair his flooding. I need to swing around because there's no point me just moving away from the enemy at this point. Oh, that was a good job. Our Cavor took out one of their destroyers. Alright, we've swung around far enough. I only really have bomber planes at this point. There's not a lot I can do. I am quite happy with how much damage I was able to lay into their aircraft carrier over the course of the match. And the fact that I hit 11 torpedoes is impressive enough for me. I'm not necessarily going to be able to do a huge amount to any of their battleships or anything. We are winning on points, but that's just not gonna shake out once everyone gets slaughtered. Do I just try and go after their aircraft carrier? Do I have enough fuel to go after their aircraft carrier? Probably not. Do I go after one of these? Let's go after this battleship. Come on, swing her around. There's a lot of battleships around here. A lot of cover. Alright. Can I get behind here and get a drop on her? That wasn't terrible. That wasn't terrible at all. Am I going to have enough fuel to swing around and do another run? Just barely enough fuel to swing around and do a second run here. Alright, that's another good drop, I think. Yeah, we pissed off that Congo again. Alright, we have enough torpedo planes that if I knew exactly where... Oh, that aircraft carrier has sunk. Who sunk it? I wasn't paying attention. Alright.
Nice work.
I was going to say I have enough torpedo planes to maybe make a run of it. I mean, look at this. It's even Stevens on the team here. Partly because they haven't seen me yet. Oh, they're all very busy. That Fuso's not going to be an easy one to hit, necessarily. She may turn to avoid those other torpedoes and give me the opportunity to torpedo her myself. No, she's got balls. She doesn't care. She's going to turn to avoid my torpedoes? Or she's just going to let me hit her. Fair enough. Alright. See if we can get out of range of her anti-air. Oh, we're down to one plane, I think. Or two planes. Let's start diving. And let's see if we can get one plane left here. Let's see if we can get a torpedo on her. I'm going to have to fire relatively early. I don't like doing that. Let's try that. Don't know if we'll hit her. There is an enemy unit behind me. I've been spotted. So, we're going to launch our bombers. We're going to turn the hell around. We did hit that guy with that torpedo. I'm going to potentially... I'm in a pretty good spot to avoid torpedoes here. Look, this destroyer's behind me. I'm moving away from her. She's going to struggle to hit me from where she is. But even so... Ooh, but... Oh, okay, we got the Congo. We must have flooded her or something. Must have flooded her. Come on, I'm very bad at hitting destroyers. Oh, I just missed. Frankly, it's just me and this other guy now. You know what? It's not worth it. I need to turn away so that the two battleships that remain are not able to get me. And maybe I can get a quick torpedo run on this guy. I have to come back and change course because this guy... I'm giving this destroyer a great opportunity to torpedo me right now. So I do need to come in and adjust course and adjust course and adjust course. This guy has stopped. Tell me his engines have been taken out. Tell me his engines have been taken out. Alright. No time to piss about. Come back to the vehicle. Oh, this was a good game, man. And look at this. We survived and we won. We won. Holy crap. That was a great match. That went really well. I feel like for once I wasn't useless in an aircraft carrier. I got 12 hits. Look, I was the second to the top player. It was me and this guy at the top. Let me show his name. Give him his kudos here. The Torpinator. That's a great username, by the way. Torpinator. It's always very threatening when you look at someone whose like Xbox name is clearly related to the game you're playing, because you know that like this is their main game, you know? Because usually, you know, you sign up for Xbox or whatever and you pick just a cool name. But this guy very specifically signed up for a Microsoft account in order to play this game and fuck people up. Oh, that was a great match. That was a great little match. 12 torpedo hits, 7 bomber hits, 1 ship destroyed, 3 cores flooding. Oh, that's a good amount of damage. Oh, I had a good time there. That was fun. Let me drink my tea. Oh, yes. Oh, sorry if you heard me put my tea down. Oh, that was great fun. How long have we been streaming for? An hour and a half. God, the time just flies when you're having fun. Ah, it's nice to be doing this with you guys, you know? I know a lot of you don't chat, and I look at the number of viewers and I think, oh, it's really... I'm really curious, like where is everyone right now? Because some of you could be on a boat on the ocean watching over a satellite link, you know? Or maybe you're a miner. Not like a child, but like someone... Maybe you're underground. Maybe you're on break. You know, maybe you're like... Usually you're mining the coal or whatever. Or, You're mining for rare earths in some, far off country somewhere, and maybe this is your break and you're watching on your phone on the underground Wi-Fi, or who knows? Maybe you're a biologist in the lab having a break, or maybe just outside the lab because you probably shouldn't be watching streams in the lab. I'm just suggesting. Thank you, Kara. That was indeed a good game. I really enjoyed that one. All right, now we have to balance it out by having a really terrible game where we do really poorly. That's how this works. Let's have a look at the missiony things. Just to see what we need to be doing. Not that I'm necessarily going to be doing it. I mean, yeah, we're working our way through this, either detected or flooding, just generally by playing the games. Okay, that's fine. What else is there? Oh, this thing is just play the game. It's just get XP, do stuff. I guess that's everything, because I think this other... Oh, sorry, pardon me. Yeah, this other stuff is just do things, play the game. No. Hit citadels, I suppose. Yes, Spicy, your name is red. And Kara's name is a lovely purple. Purple is my favourite colour, I think this particular shade of purple is like the Twitch purple. It's kind of similar to their, their URLs are a lovely lilac, and lilac is my favourite shade of purple. I like all of the purples, but I particularly like lilac, and I also like red. I've been buying more red clothes. I don't buy a lot of clothes. When I do, I went through a lot of my life wanting to just kind of blend into the background and not be spotted by people because, social anxiety and all that kind of thing. So you don't wear loud clothes. It was always like dark clothes. And also I grew up in an area where you don't really want people to pay attention to you. You don't want to get mugged or attacked on the street. You want to lay low, So a lot of dark clothes. But nowadays I'm like, nah, fuck it. I want to wear a bright red t-shirt or a cool green cap, like a bright green cap or something. I want to be colourful, especially because so much around me is not colourful. Like buildings, this is a bit of a complaint, I suppose. But why is it that when new buildings get built and they have to decide, like, because a lot of our buildings here, most of our regular buildings, they're brick, right? So you get the colour of the brick, sure. It's kind of various stages of maroony red or whatever. Well, like a brownie. But like all of the actual stuff, all of the windows and the doors and any kind of accents and any kind of stuff. When these people are deciding, what colour should we make our building? We're building a building. What should we make it? What colour should we paint it? And inevitably they all say grey. We're going to make it grey. We're going to paint it the most depressing shade of grey we possibly can. Grey. Everyone else has painted their buildings grey, and I'll be damned if ours makes people happy as they go past. We don't want that. Grey. I don't know what it is. Is grey paint cheaper? Or I think what it is it's like designing buildings by committee, basically. Because none of these buildings are inspired or interesting. They're just like very functional. This is an office or a warehouse or it's a shopping centre-y, whatever. And they pick the colour that's the least offensive. So they actually want something that won't stand out. They want something that doesn't make a statement. But they don't just want to paint it black or white. Black is it's dark, it's White is, it'll get grimy, harder to clean, and again it stands out, and they don't want to stand out. So grey is a good in-betweeny, grey, it doesn't stand out, it doesn't really say anything, it doesn't make any kind of statements. If it gets dirty, you can't tell because it's already grey. I understand why they paint buildings grey, but it's so depressing because you leave the house and everything is just grey. The weather is grey because it's winter now, and all the buildings are grey. Everything's grey, dabba-dee, dabba-die. So I like buying colourful clothes, maybe like a nice red shirt or something, just to try and offset the lack of colour outdoors. There's my little complaint about modern buildings. All right, so for those who don't know, I don't tend to play destroyers very much, and when I do, I usually just play my kamikaze because it's so much fun. So I tend to treat them like torpedo boats. But Sammy, who often comes to a stream, isn't here today, but who is very knowledgeable about this game, has been instructing me that maybe I should fire my guns a little more often. And so I got the Farragut, and it turns out to be quite a good gunboat, actually. Held back by my lack of skill, of course, but quite good. So I'm very slowly learning how to use a destroyer as a gunboat, because normally I treat it like a stealthy torpedo submarine. See, my torpedoes have a range of 5.5, which isn't great. Normally I would look at this ship and I would say, oh, my torpedo range is lower than my spotting range, meaning I need to be seen by the enemy long before I can do anything to them, you know. But if I've got my guns, I can shoot at them well out of my spotted range and potentially dodge any response fire, and then, you know what, I kind of want to go around this rock and then swing around. Alright, hello, we have a Texas. What did I say my range was? 5.5. I really wish the game would just show me that. I'm not sure there's a huge amount of point me firing on the Texas at the moment, but there is an Anshan over here I could potentially help out with. I don't really know. Do I hang out here and torpedo these guys? Or do I try and go over there? Which, I mean, we already have plenty of guys. Oh, for God's sake, man. Ruining all my plans. Alright, let me lay some smoke here. The Minikaze also, I think, good with her guns. My guns are not at all where I want them to be right now. Come on, swing her around, swing her around. Big swings, big swings. Fire a volley there, fire a volley there. Guns should be in arc by now. Let's just slow it down a little bit. We need to keep swinging left because there's an island here, and we're not going to stop, but we're hoping the Minikaze will come out of the smoke. We've already hit her. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Oh, I don't know what noises I'm making, but we do have a friendly battleship coming up on us. Alright, she did come through the smoke, and beautiful Congo. Congo finished her off. Oh, I was a bit concerned about her there because we had the Congo moving up, and I didn't want that Minikaze to get past us and lay into her. That was a gorgeous little run there. I feel bad for that Minikaze. Good ship. Good ship. And very aggressive player, which was great to see. It worked out for me because I was planning on them being aggressive. If they had just peeled off and come back around for another run, I would not have killed them just there. But there you go. All right, let's take a moment to consider. What do we have a ship here that we can't see. They're only visible on aircraft. Yeah, there's aircraft in the area that can see them. Can I swing around gently here? Because she's coming up this straight here. She's coming up this little gap. Come on, you can turn better than this, can't you? I'm so used to my kamikaze, which turns on a dime. Let's get her turning here. I'm probably going to have to do a 3-point turn a little bit. But if she's coming right down the throat of this thing, I could just swing out on her when she comes round. I would love to know exactly where she is, though. I'm not sure if I can actually sink her with a volley of torpedoes into the side of her like this. I don't know the Farragut's torpedo yield well enough to know if this will work. Alright, okay. Oh, Jesus, she's right here. Oh, and I hit the ground at the worst moment. Oh, come on. Come on. I ran aground. I ran aground. I'm still in a reasonable spot here to lay into her as long as she doesn't get her guns on me. Hello there. Goodbye now. If you'll excuse me, I'll be leaving now. Thank God she had her guns pointing at is it the Congo? Yeah, the Congo. You are welcome. Alright, that trick won't work twice. Sure, I can hang around here. And this Awuba over here is definitely going to know that I'm here. But you know what? We have opened up a potential gap in their defenses. There are a lot of ships down there. I could just race down there, start engaging their cruiser, maybe even go after their aircraft carrier. But there are so many ships, and it would have me kind of pushed into the corner of the map that I'm not convinced it's a good idea. I'm going to do it anyway. If nothing else, it will help me spot the enemy. And maybe I can spin her around if I need to. Maybe. I love, by the way, just on this particular map, this little area that I'm in, I love fighting in this area. It's so much fun. Whether you win or lose, it's a lot of fun to come down here. And there's this unique blend of islands, big and small. It lends itself to a lot of good times. Even if you get sunk, it's usually fun. Alright, okay. What do we see? What do we see? What do we see? Ah, I was 5 and he was 6. We rode on horses made of sticks. He wore black and I wore white. No one's anywhere near torpedo range. If I just engage these guys, that could be a lot of guns on me for no good reason. Piotr's going in the other direction, but I have a potential to get close to him here because of these islands. It depends if he turns right or left. I think he's turning right. This cruiser is headed my way as well, like right over here. So I am going to swing my way back up. I might just try and do a cheeky lob through here. He is coming this way. He's just out of range though. He's just a little bit out of range. He's almost in range. I have no idea if those are going to hit him or not. And he's dead. And he's already dead. Well. That changes things slightly. But now I have a really long reload time. I'd love to hit this cruiser. I'm relying on this island to hide me because there are 3 cruisers and an aircraft carrier that would love to see me dead right now. I very much have to...
Requesting support.
Come on now, lads. Come on now. You can help me out now, lads, so you can. Jesus, I mean, okay, where's this cruiser going? He is parking on up. He is parking up back here. This is... He's moving on along this side. How long do I have on my torpedoes? 36 seconds. That is a very long time. Oh, this is going to be close. Do I pull out on him and hope that my torpedoes have reloaded in time? Ah, he's here. He's already here. My torpedoes have not reloaded, so let's see how good these guns are, because it's going to be a gun battle. Hello, Dallas. Hello.
Torpedo tubes destroyed.
What do you mean torpedo tube destroyed? I needed those. What do you mean destroyed? Oh, he's going to turn away. I'm going to have to just fire a big volley like this. He's never going to... Those are never going to hit him. He's going to turn away easily. Yeah, this, like, torpedo tube destroyed thing is interesting. Oh, he swung his ass out a bit much. He's just going to avoid him. He's just going to avoid it. That was a good match, though. Man, if those torpedoes had reloaded 20 seconds faster, maybe even 10, 12 seconds faster, I wouldn't have been in that situation. That's a shame. He swung around too fast and pulled out on me. And that's the thing that bugs me a little bit sometimes. Like, I was very much within cover behind here, but he somehow magically saw me. Like, he couldn't physically see me, and yet somehow magically he knew I was here. I do wish the game's, like, occlusion worked a bit better and was more reasonable. But it was a fun match. Win or lose, I don't know what's going to happen to our team at this point. We are winning, but it's not like we have that many more guys than they do, really. What, 2 battleships and 2 cruisers? And where is our other cruiser? See, yeah, he's parked back there. I don't know. It's anyone's guess. It's anyone's guess. Depends how good their aircraft carrier is, I guess. He's moved up. He's really moved up to the point that this Congo is laying into him. But I'm not so sure it's a wise move to lay into him when there are other guys you could be going after. I don't know. It's just a bunch of cruisers, to be fair. Tricky. Yeah, I probably would go after their aircraft carrier. Should we see how this match ends? I wish I could do polls, because some people find it boring to keep watching a match after, you know, the person playing is dead. But on the other hand, it can be interesting. Look at this for attacker. Good ship. Maneuverable. She's not maneuvering much right now, but she sure is maneuverable. They're running away, which is a very good sign for us, because they've kind of been scared into moving all the way to the back of the map. Even this guy is. They're all just running towards this one invisible point at the back of the map. Still, like, it's a fighting retreat. Doesn't mean they're going to lose, and it is easier to do a fighting retreat than to be the guy attacking. This Aoba over here of ours is really getting laid into by at least 2 cruisers. Their aircraft carrier, though, almost dead. I think that other Congo has just this entire time continued to lay into him. There you go. He got him. Now he can focus some of his attentions. Assuming those torpedoes don't get him. I'm looking at those torpedoes in the distance. They all missed. Good. Look at these guys. Circling. Circling. Yeah, we've won. Woo! It's a good match. Good match. Drink your tea, everyone. Oh, man. Oh. Okay, I can relax now. Suddenly it's gotten very quiet. What just blew up? I looked away from the screen for a moment, but heard an explosion. I'm trying to keep all 3 of their ships in arc here. I mean, they could pull something out of their bag and win, but they'd probably have to lay smoke, and nope, there goes their for attacker. This Congo is really clearing house. He's feeling very brave. He's got a decent health pool, and unless they get a very good torpedo hitting him or something, he has every reason to feel brave. I'm grateful for you guys, whoever you are. You know, it's so nice to come out here into this very cold building, sit in front of a microphone, goodbye Dallas, and have people who want to come and hang out and want to see what I'm up to. You know, I've got 48 followers, 48, and I'm new. I've been using Twitch for like 2 months or something. That's wild. That's so cool. Well, we did get, you know, in the end, I did say I was bringing the Farragut out as a gunship, and we got almost as many hits on target with our guns as what, 8 with the guns and 5 with torpedoes. I did end up using her as a torpedo boat, to be fair, but I mean, if we were to roll the tape back, I think we could all appreciate that there were some very good positions to lay torpedoes into people in that match. It was quite a fun one. They got me in the end, but if I'd just had an extra 10, 12 seconds to reload my torpedoes, I think we'd have been alright. And even then, our guns were laying into that Aoba quite nicely. I'm sorry, I can't say the name of that ship without saying that. I don't know how you pronounce it. It's A-O-B-A. I don't... Aoba? Aoba? Like, I don't know. I'm just going to say Aoba. I have no idea. Oh, man, what should we bring out? We not brought out many battleships today, because we brought the Fuso out earlier. I'll bring her out again. And she got obliterated at the start of the match, if you recall. We did not really get the opportunity to use her to her full potential. I'm bringing my brain down a little bit. I'm relaxing now, you know. We're 2 hours into the stream and we can chill out. I can shock people by turning music on. No, I don't like that one. What about this one? Oh, that's not bad. It's a bit loud though. Not really got it rigged for talking and music. Okay. It's random. I don't know what I'm going to get every time. I have like a folder of these tracks. They're all like wonderful. If you want similar music or just your own music and sound effects and stuff, and like voice lines, game sound effects and things, there's a website called opengameart.org, and you can search based on the license, like what kind of Creative Commons license you want. All of the stuff I use here is CC0. It's license free completely for use on anything you want. And I've got the everything I downloaded. I made a note of it so that I could put some credits together, and I keep meaning to get around to doing that. God, where to go here? I'm almost tempted to go down this alleyway here, but I feel like I feel like going through this gap could be fun. It's pretty tight, but I can get my guns round this way and then try and wiggle kind of where this Acasta's going. I probably want to slow down a touch. I don't want to be the first guy everyone shoots at because all of my other colleagues are behind me right now. I would like them to catch up a little bit. But yeah, the music's great. I just went on there and I searched for some like cool chiptunes and listened to a bunch of stuff to find the things I really liked. And I love this one. This one's so good. It's so energetic. Bit loud though, right? I assume it's pretty loud. I assume I have to really speak up so you can hear me over it. Anyway, shall I play the game? What do you say? I'll play the game. Alright, let me have a look at this Fuso here. Let's just have a go at shooting at him. Dr. Pepper, right? What's the worst that could happen? Did we hit him? Did we hit him? Did we hit him? Oh, we sure did.
Looks like we've been seen.
Scraped his tower there. I've got all my guns pointing in this direction and there's very little over there. Whereas this Fuso, well, the Fuso's pointing the guns over at that destroyer. You know what? Let's kick in the burn here. We got this stored who wants us.
Focus fire on that warship.
You know what? Against my better judgment, I am going to try to broadside this stored here and then turn towards her, because the thing is she's going to have laid a bunch of torpedoes into me. It's not great because I really want to go fighting this Fuso, but with this guy alongside me like this, she's definitely going to have fired torpedoes, right?
Fire! This is fine.
Focus fire.
Maybe
on
I'll
that
just
warship.
ignore her.
It's clearly asking for it.
Hey, Hatsuharu or whatever your name is, come help me out. I need to ignore that guy. My guns are on the wrong side to do anything to this Fuso. This is not great. There's those torpedoes I was worried about. We're going to avoid most, if not all of them.
Focus fire on that
No, we missed one of them. And here comes the Fuso laying into us. Thankfully, we're bow on at least. And we're going to get hit by even more torpedoes here. I think we're not long for this world, and I need to turn heavily to the side to broadside this guy. Sadly, our colleagues are moving up behind us, but too late to do much, I'm afraid.
Oh, look! Fire! This is fine.
Get my eye in on some of these shots here, because we're very close. I would love to hit him where it hurts. But then after that, all I can really do is, I don't know, stop, I guess. Cross his T a little bit. Although he's already brought his guns to bear on this side because he knew he was going to be engaging me like this. Not really a lot I can do. In fact, yeah, he just ended me. That was really unfortunate. Second match of the day in the Fuso where we get blasted near the start of the match. It's just how it worked out. I was hoping my colleagues, these 3 battleships, would move up with me, but they all kind of stayed back here. Fair enough, though. You know, it's really kind of moving into danger, maneuvering in this tight area. It just so happened that we had a Fuso right in front of us as well. And all those torpedoes coming from our side. I tried to avoid them at first. I turned into the destroyer, but if I just kept going that way, out into the middle, there'd be so many other guys that could shoot me, and this Fuso would still be on my side. So I decided to hope and pray
We thought we let them take the lead.
that I was hoping that the destroyer was more interested in fighting our destroyer, because our destroyer was over here. I was hoping our destroyer was engaging him and that he would keep him busy. There goes their Fuso. I mean, he was up against 3 battleships that were all kind of milling about back here, crashing into each other. You can't blame them, really. Fair enough, fair enough. Look at that. Oh, they just missed each other. All right, well, let's move on. Let's move on. Oh, it's a shame. I do love the Fuso, though. I am learning her. Should we try the Iowa? I'm leveling her up. I'm leveling her up. I might as well pull it out. Might as well whip it out, you know? It's not started raining yet. I'm looking out the window, waiting for the rain. I wonder when I'll reach 50 followers or 100, because when I get to 100, I'm going to do a stream where I just read from one of my books. I have a marvelous little book. It was written by one of the young officers that served on the HMS Prince of Wales. And it tells the story of her 2 years at sea before she was sunk. Spoilers, I suppose. And it's not a very long book. And I don't know if I'd be able to read the whole thing out on one stream, but I thought that'd be a fun thing. We could sit down, whenever it is, New Year probably. I don't think I'm gonna double my number of followers in between now and New Year somehow. Alright, I am very concerned, by the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 destroyers, 2 of which are teamed up. What are the odds that me, in a flaming battleship, is going to be able to take on 5 destroyers? I mean, come on. Come on. I'm really preying on these 2 Fletchers here. Fletch, and Akatsuki. I've never said that out loud before. It really depends where the enemy is, and they're going to see me long before I see them. Jesus, this is a lot of destroyers. Alright. We do have some colleagues moving in. We have the Nuremberg and the Nagato. I am going to move behind this island, and if necessary, I will turn around. Let me slow it down a bit. I'm not in any rush to get back there, although there's every possibility that one of their destroyers could slip behind that island and get us. I would love to spot the enemy and get some shots off, and then move back there and have a better understanding of what is ahead of us. We do have basically a wolf pack of destroyers here, which is great. The Constellation is just out of range back there, but when she does move into range, I will get a shot off at her. Yes, okay, so we have two battleships moving in. I'm really not sure. I think I may have fired ahead of her there. She's really bucking it, so I fired very far ahead of her. If anything, I should have fired even further. No, that was a pretty good shot. Okay, and we know there's some destroyers over there, because here comes the pain. Looks like the Amagi decided to fire on us. Let's give it a moment here. We'll fire on the Constellation again. And try not to hit this this island that I'm in front of. I'm in a relatively good spot for destroyers. There is one trying to sneak around the back here, like I was concerned about. We did hit the Constellation again. What to do here? I don't really want to move forwards. Ooh, one of our Fletchers got taken out. You know what? Let's move forwards. Let's move forwards. I want to make sure that this Nagato is moving up.
Teammate, I need your support.
I want to make sure that we both engage the enemy in our own way. I mean, he has to keep moving because he's in a really bad spot. He's very much out in the open there. I mean, at this point, he might be better suited. No, not reversing, but just weathering this volley of torpedoes and then moving up. But you gotta move up, fella. He's gotten hit by a couple of them. He is engaging possibly the Constellation, maybe the Amagi. I'm going to slow down a little bit here so that I have room to speed up if necessary, which will be necessary very soon. Who can I shoot at here? The Constellation. Possibly. Can I swing it over the island there? Yes. However, I have my concerns here. I am going to do a big swing round. I would like to get one more broadside off here at the Constellation, but there are going to be torpedoes and hell to pay from the Amagi if I stick around here. And I've just remembered I'm driving an Iowa who has a hell of a broadside. I reckon I'm going to hit her through this gap. Alright, time to go. We're swinging our guns around to the starboard side. Am I going to hit the Constellation through that gap? Yes, Jesus, I did hit her. Haha, right through the eye of the needle there. Let's just let the enemy know that she's in a bad way. Any torpedoes that are already coming my way should be confused by my maneuvering. And I don't want to let the team know twice, but it is important because if someone could just gently scratch the constellation, she'll be dead. I'm not running away. I am going to swing all the way around and meet up with the Nagato here and begin engaging from this side. I don't want to get stuck in the corner here, in the weeds with the Amagi and any other destroyers, although we've gotten rid of most of them. There is perhaps one left, maybe. Okay, the Amagi is just running. Huh. Well, she's running. I mean, let's meet up with our colleague round here, and... Oh, if I could just... Can I just swing it over the island? No, goddamn. Ah. She's repaired as well. But she's reversing at the moment. Alright, by the time we're no longer recluded by this island, we should be able to engage that constellation again. And take her off the board. And if the Nagato and I can chase that Amagi down without being bothered too much by the guys on the other side of the map, I think we'll be alright. Is he firing on the constellation? I hope he is. I can't see what he was firing on. Come on, baby. Get the engines going. Let's go. This has been a good match so far. I don't just want to keep telling my team to engage. Alright, so there is a destroyer probably about here.
Our team has taken the lead.
And you send commands too often. That's probably my bad. I just wanted to let the team know that there's probably the destroyer is probably up around like F4 or something. Alright, I'm going to cut the corner here. We have taken out that constellation, so now, I mean, I think we've probably won here. Now it's a case of chasing that Amagi down, and I'd like to get close to her before she can start firing on me again. There he is. There he is. That's the guy I was concerned about. There's not really much point me bringing my gun around. I've just got armor piercing, and I'm only going to hit him with 2 of my guns. But, no, I need to not slow down here. But, you know, if he does peek his head out around here, I'll take a shot off at him. He has peeked his head around. I just can't see him. Oh, what the hell? He got the Nagato. Oh, that's not good.
We've been spotted.
Alright. Now things have to get serious. I did hit that guy a little bit, but now things are serious, because now it's me and these 2 destroyers versus... Oh, you know what? These guys have screwed the Amagi. He's dead. Alright. Screw it. We'll switch to high explosive. This guy has to be coming after me. Yeah, he's chasing me down. Now that he can't see me, let's slow down and slightly change course so that any torpedoes that he's flung in this direction will hopefully not hit me. But if he's just trying to close the distance on me here, which he could do with all these islands in the way, then I'm in trouble. Alright, let's start kicking the engines in again. I would like to go on the right hand side of this island, but I would also like to be able to shoot this guy. You know what? Oh yeah, I know. I'm getting back. Don't you worry. I just don't know where to get back. I'm going to have to swing around here. Alright, he spotted me. Here he is. At this point, all I can do is try to turn as much as possible and avoid as many torpedoes as I can. This guy took out the Nagato. He's able to race me down here. Here come those torpedoes. Alright, just keep turning. Avoid what we can. Probably get hit by one of them here. Yeah, this one's going to hit us. And the rest we avoided. Maybe this one? Come on. If you know anything about real torpedoes, I mean, unless it was like a magnetic pistol or something. Anyway, thank you to whoever finished sinking that guy. That worked out. Alright, let's Screw the Indianapolis. In Indianapolis? Indianapolis. We named the dog Indiana. Indiana Jones. Oh, great films. Great films.
Solved, sir.
Whoa, that was a good game. No, not denied. Good game. Sometimes I hit the wrong button. I tell you what, I thought it was going to go a lot worse because, you know, frickin' what was it? Five destroyers on the enemy team, but a lot of our guys over here survived. Come on, stop blowing up.
That's how it's done.
Come on, hit him. Oh, he's going to die anyway. There we go. Kraken Unleashed. Well done, Fletcher. Well done. Oh, what a match. What a fun little match that was, eh? I was worried for a while, especially when the Nagato just exploded. Like, she had plenty of health when I looked at her. And I look away for like 30 seconds and suddenly she's dead. She must have really... Maybe the Amagi was laying into her and she did die to torpedoes in the end. From that... from that fella. What was he in? A Jaeger? Was he in a Jaeger? Maybe. Possibly. I don't remember. I don't remember who it was. I don't care. Well done to that top Fletcher, though. Good on him. We've got to be getting our way through the... Oh, goody. I get to unlock a thing as well. Alright. We've got to be getting through our... what do you call it? Campaign, right? Do I want better firing range or better speed? That's a good question. We've already got the extra hit points and stuff. That's a fair increase in speed. Another 4.5 knots is pretty good. The firing range on this thing isn't necessarily the best. Let's increase range. I mean, that's a lot of extra XP. I'm not going to waste that now. But where are we on our campaign? We're up to 57. Still in the 50s. What was that I needed in here? You know, come on. 17. If I get 3 more detections, I'll get to the next one. Oh, the next one. Okay, I'm happy with that. Ah, man. I'm so pleased that I was able to fix that washing machine. He pulls something out here, and then I'll... Ooh, yeah, I like the Fiji, sure. Just to go back over it again very briefly for those who weren't here for the big story. My washing machine broke about 2 weeks ago, and so I had to go around charity shops to find a replacement. I happened to find a replacement that was almost the same as my washing machine, which was like made in 2010, really old, and obviously secondhand. I was like, okay, great, this is almost the same as the one I had, and I know that one was good, but the bearings went in it, and as much as I'm happy to fix things, fixing the bearings in the washing machine usually not worth it. A lot of faffing about and a lot of tearing things apart and potentially failing, and so yeah, well, screw it. So I get this new washing machine, and they do a test. They run a 2-hour cycle, good for them, to make sure it's working before they sell it to you.
Good luck, everyone.
But when I got it home and hooked up, well, first things first, I let my father install it because I thought, well, he knows washing machines. I'll let him do that because I've never played with a washing machine. I've never I've never had to wire one up before or anything. I'm going to swing left here, by the way, because while there is a battleship, a cruiser, and a destroyer to my right, there's only a battleship and a cruiser to my left, and I feel like I want to even it out a bit, go help them out. I don't know what this destroyer is going to do. He may swing left anyway. Alright, I could just stay in the middle. I don't know. I'm not sure. Anyway, he ended up not taking the transport bolts out of the back, which locks the suspension and stops the drum from bouncing around and absorbing all of the crazy vibrations of things. Oh, god damn it! Really, you're gonna torpedo me? No, you're going after the battleship. Good. You flew straight through my anti-air though, and I don't think he's gonna get much off. All right. Anyway, I don't like my odds here. I don't like my odds here at all. I'm going to swing hard left and meet up with that team down there. So, he didn't take the transport bolts out, so when we ran a test cycle, it literally tried to jump across the room. It wasn't great. If it weren't for me being there ready to hit the power button, because I was keeping an eye on it to make sure it was all good so I could listen to it running and stuff, it would have flooded the kitchen and destroyed everything, because it was like, you know, it's like a washing machine in those videos online where they bounce around like crazy. So take the transport bolts out if you ever get a washing machine delivered. Do I engage the Florida here? I mean, if I engage the Florida, they'll see me. And if they see me, I kind of want to go... you know what? Screw it. There is a destroyer over there, just on the off chance he might peek his face out. Oh, hey, Error 404, What Blitz? How you doing? Thank you for following me. I appreciate it. That gets me to 49. And absolutely nothing interesting happens at 50 other than I'll be happy. Oh, it's a lovely round number. So anyway, yeah, take the transport bolts out. That's tip number 1. See, I'm in it now that I've engaged the enemy. Who's aiming at me? That's a lot of ships. What about, why don't we deploy some smoke and just spin ourselves around and see what happens? That Cataluna is way too far away to do anything. I'm coming about so hard I can't fire my guns on those guys. But this guy, I possibly could fire at. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, that was a really bad off-the-cuff shot. I'm concerned about torpedoes. Let's get the scanner going. Oh, I did hit him, though. Anyway, so I was there to resolve that little issue, and... oh, there's those torpedoes I was worried about. And the thing didn't fly itself apart. I cut the power and was like, okay, yep, sort that out. Great. But the real problem with this replacement washing machine was that the door was faulty. The door sensor, the thing that tells it whether it's closed or not, didn't work right, and so it kept not wanting to actually run a wash because it thought the door was open. But my old washing machine, which had only lost its bearings, had lots of functional parts inside. So I opened it up, I took the door interlock module out, which is what it's called, and I swapped it over, which, God, if only it was easy as I just made it sound, because it was a hell of a flaming task, trying to get you... Jesus! Jesus! Look at the number of fellas over there. How long have I got smoke for? How long can I stay in here? 20 seconds. I think I'm just going to sit right here and just keep firing. Yeah, so I swapped the parts across. Oh, they can see me. Let's get moving here. Let's get moving. Swap the part across, which really meant sticking 2 of my arms deep inside a washing machine in a way that was so difficult that I had to take my watch off to squeeze my arms in. But I did manage it, and in the end it was fine, and they're going to bomb me now, aren't they? Yeah. Oh no, they're not coming after me, are they? No, they're going after the destroyer. So I fixed it. But the thing is, the control panel on the replacement washing machine was a much lower quality one than mine. I had quite a fancy control panel on mine, whereas the old one, the new one, the replacement, is kind of crap. But the models of actual, how many of my guns are in arc here? Not that many. Oh, that's going to hurt if I don't get out of here. Come on, reverse, reverse. So I was like, I've got these 2 machines apart, and they're not that different. Why don't I just try to... Oh, I'm done. Tried to get a repair in at the end, but he dropped some bombs on me, the aircraft carrier. Like, why don't I just swap the control panels around and see if it works? So I took all the wiring out, labelled everything, of course. And, yeah, it worked. So now I have a new, quote-unquote, old, made in 2013 washing machine replacement that looks identical to the one I had because I swapped half the bloody parts around. And I'm very pleased with that. And that's why I was busy yesterday and didn't do a stream yesterday. Do we play together? Now, by do we play together, do you mean do you want to play together now? Or do you mean have we ever played together? I'm not going to team up with anyone today, but I will I mean, I could do. How do I go about that, actually? I don't normally bother with that kind of stuff. Invite players to division. But how would I do that if I don't already have you... find players. Type in player name. What's your username? I'm going to just assume it's the same as your thingy name. Normally I would just be like, oh, you know, screw it. I want to organize that kind of thing on my Discord. But seeing as I'm only going to be streaming for another half an hour or so. Ah. Hang on, let me boke. Nope, got it wrong. This is thrilling. Thrilling to watch, I'm sure. I've never done this before, because I've only ever played with a friend of mine in the past. 0 players, but that's the... I won't find you because you're on mobile, okay? Well, I'm at a loss then. How do you team up with people if you can't find them? Go to divisions. Okay. Enable the looking for division status. Enabling this status includes your name in the looking for division list so that players can invite you. Okay. Oh, actually, hang on. You're right here. Huh. Are there really only 2 people in the world that are looking for a thing? That's weird. Surely more people play this game. Anyway, thank you for educating me that's how that works. Let me have a look at my filters here. I'm going to pull out a battleship is what I'm going to do. I'm going to, once again, try the Fuso. Because for the past 2 matches... Come on, I pressed A. In this Fuso, I've been blasted out of the water before I could do anything. Apologies if you have a microphone or anything. I have all that kind of stuff turned off. I'm sure it'll go fine. But yes, what I do want to do eventually is team up with some viewers, plan it ahead of time on the Discord, you know, when people are free and stuff, get a little group going together. I'm certainly going to be playing some Helldivers 2 with a couple of people. There's some great people. Oh, you're bringing out the Independents. Alrighty. I'm going to have air cover for once. Haha. Yeah, Helldivers 2, there's a couple of people, Filthy, Fun Filthy, who was like, by the way, I don't thank Filthy enough. He's like, he was my first dedicated viewer who was, when he started showing up, I was like, wow, someone not only tuned into my stream once, but came back again. They said to themselves, yes, I want more of that, and actually came back. And that really enthused me to keep doing this at the very beginning. So I got to give that guy props. If I could make him a VIP, I would, but I've not unlocked the ability to make people VIPs yet. Anyway, those guys, himself and the missus, are gonna play some Helldivers with me at some point. Probably embarrass me because I won't be as good as them. I'm from Manchester. Manchester. I can't really do the accent. It's a funny thing. Did my guy just start singing? Anyway, I'm from Manchester. I can't do the voice. I can't do the Manchester accent. We're going to swing around towards A here and head in front of the aircraft carrier to hopefully give it some cover. And we're going to try to help out this California and Benson. I don't know if it's going to work. We're going to have to see. But yeah, so I'm a bit weird, and I didn't go out and make friends when I was little. In fact, I didn't really have a friend until I joined secondary school. I started to make friends around the age of 12 and a half, maybe 13, 12, 13, that kind of thing. So when I went from primary school to secondary school, because I didn't really play out with the other kids outside of school or anything, I don't know, I didn't pick up the local accent for some reason. Because I live in a really rough area, really properly rough. And people around here, not everyone obviously, but generally if you grow up around here, you sound proper chav. Like if you remember Devo, you remember the old Devo videos? You'd sound like Devo. I see you there bombing me. And I didn't sound like that. And so when I started secondary school and people asked me, oh, where are you from? Because to them, I sound posh, right? To them, I mean, obviously to most people, especially people who actually have fancier accents, I don't sound posh at all. I'm very concerned about this destroyer that's just out there, potentially torpedoing me. I'm going to slow down. Oh, there he is. You've just spotted him for me. Hey, Sammy, you know, I've been talking about you constantly this stream. Like, genuinely. I actually have. You can ask people. I missed him. There you go. That's why I slowed down just now. Always be paying attention to the minimap. That's why I stopped. Look at all those torpedoes. Could have been the end of me very rapidly there. Yeah, when I started secondary school... Jesus wept. I'm being shot at by a tree. A tree that isn't moving, I might add. Let's launch my spotter planes to get some good aim, and let's just blast him, because if he's going to more or less sit there, he can take it. When I joined secondary school, everyone was like, "Ah, where you from? Where you from, mate? In it. Where you from?" And when I basically said I'm from like 2 roads down from you, they didn't believe me because I sound posh to their ear. And it's just because I wasn't allowed to play out with local kids. That's all. You know, I should have. That's gonna hurt. Oh, Jesus, that's gonna hurt a lot. He got me. Jesus, how many torpedoes can a Tashkent 39 fire? My God. Well, you know what we're gonna do, seeing as we're now teamed up. Can I please move my camera to my actual... You know what? I wonder if I can look at his planes. Probably not. My God, man. Can we perhaps choose... I have to go through the whole list. This is the downside of teaming up with people. If you do just want to quit a game because you died at the very beginning, you can't because you teamed up with someone. It's a shame I can't... Oh, hang on. Jump to squadron. I can see what your planes are getting up to. But I can really look at the planes from any angle. I've never done this before. Look at these gorgeous planes. Yes, it certainly is a proper torpedo boat. As someone who's played a lot of U-boat, my God, if my boat could reload and fire that many torpedoes, I mean, it's got 4 torpedo tubes, but it takes a couple of minutes to reload a torpedoes. If I could fire that many torpedoes, I'd be thrilled. The Allies would have lost the war if I could fire that many torpedoes in one volley. Jesus. Look at these planes, they're gorgeous. Look at them going in. Oh, this is great. Being able to, like, observe someone else and get some cool angles. I'm still learning, okay? I'm still learning my camera angles. I can almost see the guys in the planes. I bet there aren't anyone in the cockpits. Is there anyone in the cockpits? No? Yes, no, they're empty. In fact, the rear of the plane is open. Oh, that's the gunner seat. Okay. There's no one in these planes. I think he's trying to bomb the... I thought he was trying to bomb this guy. Maybe these planes are just flying back and actually he's just maneuvering. Yeah, he's maneuvering. Your game crashed. Well, you're still... It looks like you're still playing the game. You're certainly twirling, which is a good trick when you're going up against a destroyer. Oh. Okay. Reading... Oh, interesting. You think they don't want to include crew to keep the PEGI rating low. But that said, the PEGI rating is sex. Whenever I run the game, I always laugh at it now because it's like, you better watch out. Sex. There's sex in this game. You think to yourself, what, are the warships boning each other? Oh, wow. He's doing a 3-point turn. Oh, unless you start turning to the aft there, that's not going to work out. He is turning, though. He is doing exactly what I suggested. Oh, come on. Can he do it? Can he turn fast enough to avoid some of them torpedoes? This guy is perfectly lined up. He's only fired 3. They are going to hit him thoroughly amidships, though. Ooh. And away he goes. A devastating strike. That's it for American independence, I'm afraid. It's kind of weird seeing a road on the ocean sinking. That's all an aircraft carrier is, really. A big old road on the ocean. Jeez, what is she still sinking, or did she hit the bottom? I think she may be resting on the bottom. That's not so bad. Why don't ships in shallow waters when they don't want to be sunk? Why don't they just deploy big legs? It's my question. Anyway, what was I saying? I have no recollection. Oh, I like the Fiji. Oh, are you still watching the match? We're all dead, so I quit out. I'm gonna get more hit points. Well, actually, the Fiji could do with more hit points. Rudder shift time. She's already great. The rudder's already great on the Fiji. Improving it would be fantastic. Yeah, I'm all for that. Oh, yes, that's what I was talking about. The PEGI rating on this game. Every time you launch the game, it shows you what the rating is, and it's always so weird that it says sex. Because of all the things you might think are going to be in a warship simulator game, you wouldn't think sex. You'd think like violence or gore or something. No, sex. So bizarre. But they wanted to put those anime girls in, and by Jove, they sure did. Let's see. I want to bring out something I'm actually leveling up. There's no point bringing out something I'm not leveling up. Why don't we try the Fiji, seeing as we just leveled it up? I'm always lost in these conversations. Sammy just said "kernow," and I don't know what that means. You talking in code? Oh, that was a quick selection there. I'm over here now. Yes, you're in Cornwall. I'm in Manchester. Sammy is in Spain. I'm doxing you. Is it doxing if you just tell someone the country? I mean, honestly, if all they have to go on is your name and what country you're in, and they track you down, they deserve to find you. I think. Oh, does it? All right. So, in what language? Kernow means Cornwall. That's some old Celtic or something, or Roman. I like the Roman name for London, Londinium. It's so nice. Why don't we just stick with that? Londinium, it sounds cool. Manchester, it did exist in Roman times, but it wasn't really interesting enough to have much of a name. It did have a name, I don't know what it was. It was mostly Salford way, I think. Around about that time, what you might consider Manchester was more built around Salford than it is around Manchester now. I don't know. I forget. Where did I read that? I read that somewhere. I have a book somewhere. Oh, you know what it is? I've got a book about Manchester Cathedral, which is a very old church cathedral, and it does touch quite heavily on the history of Manchester early on, I think, to kind of lay into place like why the cathedral is where it is and what was there before. I'm vaguely recalling reading that. I'm not into religion or anything, but the history of cool buildings I'm into. And when I saw that book, I thought, yeah. I don't know what I'm doing here. Screening for our HUD over here, I suppose. You know what? There's a lot of enemies down there, and I don't really want them to see me. I would love to just get up into A, engage in A, and then with this little task force we have here, work our way down into the corner. But it's not going to work if they can see me, though. Where I am right now, I'm going to have a lot of guys engaging me. I'm going to turn away, go up to where our colleague is here, try and avoid the bomber planes. Let's try out that new rudder shifting. I'm in a great spot to get hit by all these bombs, though. Ah, she missed. Good. And no one fired on me, and now they can't see me. Let's see if I can maneuver in front of these rocks and get into the fight a little quicker. It's all right for a battleship to be back there with a marvelous range on her, but I want to get into the fight. I just didn't want to be out wildly in the open there with who knows how many ships firing on me whilst this cruiser are back here and my colleague is still back here, and it wouldn't have been good for me. Please, no futuristic shit again. Oh, right, you're talking about the patches for the game and stuff. Ah, what, did you not like all the Star Trek ships? Oh, I want that Vulcan ship. It looks ridiculous. It looks ridiculous. Oh. I think one of those ships had really cool sounding guns. Definitely futuristic, but it sounded amazing. There is an enemy ship in A here. And there's no point me turning on my sonar just yet to try and spot her. I mean, she can't see me. Where is she? She's in A.
We've been spotted.
She's seen me. She's right feckin' here. That's not really a good spread on torpedoes. I don't want to waste them. I'm just going to turn away from her. I'm just going to turn away. You know what? I've got a colleague behind me here. Why don't I lay some smoke, see how hard I can swing around. We still have a destroyer out there to spot for us. Oh yeah, take out my steering all you like. I'm already going in the direction I want to go in. See, I'm helping. You're welcome. Alright. Don't get hit by those torpedoes. It's just 4 more... Actually, I want to keep going in a circle here. And bring my guns around to the port side. And keep going. 4 more Christmases. 4 more Christmases until Friday. No, 4 more Fridays until Christmas. I don't want to go up against this Heinrich on my own. Chris, help me out here. I've got about a minute until my smoke runs out. Stop firing torpedoes at me. I'll fire some torpedoes at you too. I don't know where the hell he is. The only thing I'm really going to accomplish with that is giving him an exact position. Now, Heinrich. Heinrich. Are you going to let me shoot you? Let me shoot you. Let me just shoot the crap out of you constantly. Chris, how you doing back there? He's having a good time. I think he's doing a 3-point turn. Possibly maneuvered to get away from some torpedoes and got stuck in a tight corner. I've got this Heinrich has worked out where I am, which isn't good. He has laid his guns into me pretty hard there. And continues to do so. I'm going to have to... Oh, I'm done for, in fact. I've got 8 seconds until my smoke runs out. 20 seconds until I've got more torpedoes. I'll be dead before then. Yep. It's all over for me, I'm afraid. This Heinrich, who I knew I couldn't take on myself, alas, has got me. Her secondaries are going to kill me before anything else. I'm just going to swing around to get one more hit on her before I die. Might as well get what guns I can to bear and do a little damage. There we go. It's all over. And now we move on over to the hood here. I'm going to start reading chat. I'm going to start paying attention. Let's see. They did a futuristic update last Christmas. Was it? What was it? That might have been around the time I last played the game. I don't know, because I stopped playing for a while. What did they put in? I remember they did the whole Star Trek themed thing at one point where they had... where your ship was like in the port. Your ship was on the bridge of the Enterprise D. And all that kind of jazz. I liked that because you could see the underside of the ship. Like normally you can't see it. Like normally in port it's like this, and you're like, "What? I want to see the props and the hull, and I want to see the whole thing because they're gorgeous." But they never let you see them unless you get sunk and your ship flips upside down. Running would be a good idea. Yeah. You got that Heinrich on you. Plus a destroyer and possibly a cruiser. Certainly a cruiser. You got 2... Ooh, look at those. That French destroyer really wants you. Although his torpedoes are consistently poorly aimed. They keep missing, so I'm not as worried. It's a shame what happened to me. But that's what happens, I suppose. I got myself into a position there and my friendly cruiser died and there was just a lot of fire coming in on me. Rather like there's a lot of fire on you now. See what I mean about those, that guy's torpedoes? He always fires them wide. I know you turn to avoid them, but I feel like they would have missed even if all you did is slightly slow down. Oh, you really want to sink this Munich. What's his name? Finn Gunmetal. Yeah. Oh, retrofuturism. Huh. Okay, so retrofuturism would be very like American 50s stuff. Like the kind of thing you want retrofuturism in a nutshell in the modern sense. It's that new Fantastic Four film. Everything in that film screams retrofuturism and does a very good job of it. It actually looks really cool. I'm not sure how that would work in this game. Let's all just be grateful that we don't have ships that look like literal anthropomorphized anime girls yet. Because someone in some office somewhere is suggesting that. They're like, well, we've got the license for this anime content, and the rating's already been changed to say it includes sex. Why don't we just put some boobies on the ships? I'm just throwing it out there. I'm going to put it on the whiteboard. Anyone says no? No. It's going up on the whiteboard. Booby ships.
All stations reporting the position of a strategic
Yeah,
target.
that Heinrich. She killed me. The Heinrich killed me. Is that cruiser still back there? Harassing you? Look at all that fire coming in from it. I mean, it's on target relatively well. She's firing in short bursts to try and hit you instead of just firing full volleys. She's getting her eye in, see what I mean? Trying to start fires. This isn't backseat driving, I'm just, I'm commentating. There's not much to say here other than, it's a bad spot, it's a hard spot to be in. You don't really have many folks left. Our destroyer is firing a lot of volleys over here at the Heinrich, but she's so far out. I feel like that destroyer could get a bit closer. I don't know. Might hit, though. If some of these hit, that would be a big help. I can't tell from here. The HUD just got hit hard. Okay, one torpedo hit the Heinrich. And the aircraft carrier is also firing torpedoes. And some of them did hit as well. The Heinrich is getting hurt, but what can you do in this situation other than just try and maneuver? Oh, she's on fire now. I don't think she has any repairs left. I don't think she can put these out. That's a good game for Boke Marine. Is it Boke? Bouquet? Bouquet? It's pronounced bouquet. She died recently, the woman that played Mrs. Bucket, sadly. Well, our team's going to lose this one. Look at this. They're winning on points. Plus, they have a battleship that's more or less in firing range of our very badly damaged aircraft carrier. I'm not even going to watch the end of that one. I tell you what I will do, though. Okay. B-O. I'm trying to learn how to pronounce Boke. Is it Boke? Did I say Boke already? B-O. Boke. Boke. All right. Boke Marine. I'm going to bring out my kamikaze. I'm not sure if this will be the last match or anything, but I'll be wrapping up pretty soon. It's a surname for Buki. Fubuki. That's cool. Man, you guys know so much about language, and I only know two languages. I know English and I know bad English, and that's it. I have not finished the campaign, Sammy. No, I'm at 58 or something, and it was something I was saying earlier, was that I might have to play this game a little bit more this week to try and get it done. Maybe even off stream at some point. I don't know. If I'm playing the game, maybe I should just stream it. Why not? I'd be sat in this chair playing. I might as well just fire a stream up. Yeah, I feel like the campaign's quite reasonably so. This isn't a knock, but they're not made for people who casually play the game like once or twice a week for a couple of hours, you know? But that's the idea. I mean, this is a free-to-play game, and one of the big things around these campaigns, along with, like, you know, new content and this, that, and the other, and giving an upgrade path and an unlock path, it is to encourage people to keep coming back as much as possible. They don't want you to play once a week. They'd like you to pop in, you know, every couple of days, every 3 days, 2 days. They want to keep you in, keep you hooked at all times, you know. But yeah, what's this about a brawl? What's a brawl? Is that a different game mode? I never look at the other game modes. I don't know what goes on in those.
We'll be victorious today.
Is it? I don't even know what the brawl game mode is. Alright, what I'm going to do here, and I'm very happy that they only have one other destroyer, although 3 of their team are together, 2 battleships and a cruiser. I'm gonna try and sink some people. That's my main plan. Gonna try and head out lazily towards B, swing around the perimeter here, see what I can see. Maybe fire a couple of torpedoes, sink some people. 5 real players versus 12 bots. Okay, so here's a question, because whenever I occasionally get dailies playing against the AI, the AI in the just the AI mode is terrible. Like, they're so bad. It's just it's not even fun to play against them, because they will just, if I were in a destroyer, they just fly straight into your torpedoes. They don't maneuver, they don't do anything, they have no intelligence whatsoever. So in this brawl mode, do they like make it harder somehow? Like, how do they make it difficult is my question. Is it, I guess it's because it's 5 people versus 12 AIs. That, the sheer numbers, they outnumber you over 2 to 1, and they've made the AI better. Why don't they make the AI better for the regular AI mode? That'd be nice. I'm not happy about their 1 destroyer coming my way, because I don't want to fight a destroyer. Don't make me fight a destroyer. I should be on the other side of the map with Chris. You know, yeah, you could lose on points if you don't cap. If you're too much of a coward to go out and sink the whole enemy team. But fine, I will try to capture this point. But if that destroyer comes up behind me, which he might do, I'm getting out of here. I ain't fighting that guy. I wanna be sinking ships, not fighting destroyers with my tiny little pea shooter gun that won't do anything.
Hey, teammate, I could use your support. Hey, teammate, I could use your support. Full speed ahead.
Goddamn destroyers. Right, let's kick in the engines, come around. We're gonna try and launch a volley off at this guy. I'm not gonna be able to capture B now, not with him in here. Alright, thank you and good day, sir. There doesn't actually seem to be a lot going on here. He is laying smoke, so he might be trying to hide. He's stopped moving, interestingly enough. I may be able to swing around and get a real close-up volley on him. Like, this is how I... Oh, Jesus, hello. This is how I like to fight destroyers if I really have to. Get in real close. Torpedo them at point-blank range. Let's see, he's launched a couple of torpedoes. Right now, he's either in the smoke or he's moving back behind the smoke. Oh, okay, you're referring to Brawl. Yeah. Gotcha. Yes! He did just launch them, though, and he can't see me currently. He is aware of where I am if he's looking at his minimap. Should be more or less reloaded on torpedoes. Yep, they're ready to go. Where do you think he is? You think he left? He's certainly still within B. No, he didn't leave. Nope, I need my engines.
No, the engine's damaged.
Just missed him. Got him with the second volley, though.
Problem solved.
Alright, next problem is the Konersberg. He won't be able to see me for long, though. Right, we have a battleship and a cruiser trying to sneak up behind B. We're in a relatively good position to force an encounter here. Let's do that. I'm concerned about their aircraft carrier, mind you. Is he trying to bomb me or this battleship? I wish I could see these guys. Oh, no, no, no. I wish I couldn't see these guys. Alright. I know I ended up crashing in order to get some torpedoes off on that guy. I am hoping that I can do a quick 3-point turn here, get a couple of torpedoes in on the Tiger, and get the hell out of here before shit hits the fan. Okay, we got one torpedo hit at least. That'll do. That'll do. And we got several more, and he sunk. Excellent. Now it's just the Königsberg, who I'm not as concerned about. And granted, their aircraft carrier. Thing is, the aircraft carrier wants to kill us because he is parked down in the middle of the map here. And if we do defeat these guys in B, the very next stop for us is going to be him. You know what I mean? Thank you for the words of encouragement there, Sammy. I'm sorry I'm not paying quite as much attention to chat right now as I should be. Ooh, exciting times. I don't have enough health to really do all that much here, except perhaps try to get extremely close to the Königsberg and finish him off quickly. Trying to do long-range volleys with so many islands around can be tricky. Uh-oh. Oh, no, 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 no. I didn't want him to be there. That's not good. Yeah, that's not good at all. Let's just see if we can swing around quickly. He won't be able to get another volley on us. Why, thank you, bot. Yes, yes, you should join the Discord. Alright, by the time we swing around... Okay, we've hit him once. Good, good. By the time we swing around here, we should almost have more torpedoes. But it depends what he's doing. This... I might die now. Just FYI, I'm perfectly aware that this could kill me. If nothing else, the torpedo planes might come in on me. This Königsberg could have heavily turned around, and if he's not very close by, he could easily dodge my torpedoes. Depends how good of a player he is and what he's decided to do here. What has he decided to do? He's decided to more or less stay where he is. Can I swing around before he can get another couple of shots on me? Oh, he's in a very good position to avoid me here, but his guns are pointing in the other direction, which certainly helps. Can I, for the love of God? There we go. I was trying to catch up with him. Now we have a new problem, and the new problem is these bomber planes over the top of us know that I'm a huge threat right now, and they're pretty well lined up on me. They were lining up on this battleship. They may still want to sink her, but I'm a pretty good target at this point. Ah, they got her. Sammy? I'm not capturing B. Let's let that battleship do it. Sitting still right now when I'm being chased down by these guys, not pushing the attack on this aircraft carrier is a bad idea because he's just going to keep sending bombers. And if he hits me once, I'm done for. This could be it for me right here. Yeah, look, I mean, earlier on, I was trying to capture B at the very start. That's why I was in here. But at this point, he's just going to keep harassing me. If I don't go and try to kill him, he's just going to keep sending planes at me again and again and again. And at some point, he'll manage it, you know? See what I mean? Like, he's really messing me up here. I may only get a chance at one volley before he sinks me. It depends. He's got planes right over me. Will I turn quick enough, or will he bomb me first? He's within range. He's not actually moving backwards like that. It's just because he's rubbing the edge of the map, so the game thinks he's going places he actually isn't. So you can't really believe that thing. I'm just gonna have to swing hard to. I'm gonna send a good game. Because that's it for me, I think. Oh, he missed. He missed. Is he gonna miss for another 18 seconds while I try? Honestly, if I get within his gun range, his secondaries could finish me off. To be honest. Let's get an eyeball on him. Alright, there we go. Wow. Alright, there we go. He dead.
Engine's damaged.
It's not over for me yet. He's still got some planes out here, and on the off chance he's going to use them on me, I'm going to lay my smoke.
Problem solved.
It probably won't
Sailing
help me,
smooth now.
but if it does... You know what, screw it. Let's turn hard to port. He's coming straight at me from my port side. This will make it a little more difficult for him to hit me. If I drive straight at his bombers... Oh, just missed me. Oh, Jesus, I'm on the edge of dying. I'm on the edge of being slaughtered here. And his planes are gone. We're safe. Everything's okay. Yeah, I considered staying in the smoke, and I would have done. But his planes were already able to see me, because he was coming in from in front of me. If he were coming in from behind me, I don't know, maybe it would have helped a bit. Guess what? I'm going to go capture
No
C.
more boosts.
Probably.
We're taking it slow.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know. It's so tempting to just sink these battleships. 3 battleships.
Hey, 5
Nothing
minutes
else. It's just
Let's
me
hurry
versus
if we
3
wanna win.
battleships. And what's Chris doing up here? Points are needed. You're not wrong. But what if the entire enemy team was sunk? What then? We wouldn't need points anymore. Oh. Alright, yeah. I mean, I think we could win on points here just by taking these control points, because battleships are so slow. Plus, I can fire on them, you know, on my merry way here. I'm going to swing up, see if I can get a volley of torpedoes off on this guy. Looks like he's lazily turning left, maybe, or just maneuvering around this island to go after our lone battleship. He's making it difficult to torpedo him, though, because what is he doing here? Let's assume he's going to continue to speed up and just fire a volley off. And if he speeds up, he might speed up directly into those. How's it going back here? Oh, Jesus. Boke Marine is hanging on. He's surviving. He's hanging on. What do you reckon? You think we're going to hit this Cavor? Honestly, you're saying that he's got sap secondaries? No, he's turned away. It really doesn't matter what he has. He could just breathe on me at this point with how little health I have. I could sit here and capture C, but considering how we're getting slaughtered, I mean, I don't know. It feels like it would be more useful for me to actually engage the enemy than just sit here being unuseful, you know what I mean? I'm just going to randomly fire. I mean, maybe he'll slow down. What's his colleague doing? I can barely do anything from here. True, but, you know, they could always split up and capture a bunch of stuff. But yes, okay, there we go. Ah, marvellous, well done. Well done, well done. And look at this, look at this. Your man over here's alive. He's one of the only people... Us two and the battleship are the only fellas who are left. Right, this guy is moving this way. I very much doubt I'm going to hit him. But, oh, I was kind of aiming in the right direction, actually, to him. Right, let's get a volley off. Let's get moving. And we'll see what happens here. We've got 27 seconds. Let's get a speed boost on. I'm in a reasonably good spot to hit the Wyoming if I swing hard right here and then hit him from my port side. He's not got a lot of health. He's maneuvering to fight... What even is this? The Moltke? I don't know what that ship is. I already fired some suggestible torpedoes, which seem to have done the job there. Marvellous. I wasn't sure if he was going to drive into them, but I felt I might as well fire them. Yes, you are quite right, Sammy. They are fucked.
You're on your own.
No, no, not negative. Good game. Good game.
That was impressive.
I don't think I'm going to get up here before this guy slaughters the Agincourt, unless he gets blasted out of the sea himself. In fact, I don't know if I'm going to get up here quick enough to do much of anything. Even with the speed boost. Yeah, there we go. He got him. Yeah, I don't know anything. You say they keep yoinking my Kraken. I don't know enough about the Kraken thing. I know it's a medal you can get, and I think I don't know. Have I ever gotten it? I'm not sure. I don't know what it is or how you get it exactly. Presumably, it's something to do with being impressive. By the way, good game there. Fella, whose name I kept getting. For some reason. For some reason. Wait, what's that about jealous people? Alright, hang on. I got a bunch of things in the game. I'm going to ignore all of that. I'm going to try and remember who the hell I was playing with, because I kept using the wrong name. Apologies. Now, what's this Kraken thing you keep talking about? If I go down into my service record here, and I go, it's medals, right? And I'm guessing it's one of the ones I don't have. Unsinkable Witherer. I must have gotten one at some point. Which one is it? Is it one? It'd be one I only got once or twice, probably. Liquidator. Blah 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 blah. Solo Warrior. High Caliber. Oh, okay. Apparently, I've had 3 of them. In a single battle, destroy 5 or more ships. Yeah, I've done that a few times, mainly in the Kamikaze, because, you know, I mean, it's quite easy in the Kamikaze. So destroy 5 ships. Got it. Oh, who even knows? How much XP did I get in that match? I can find out. I know where that is. That's in service record, right? In recent battles. There you go. I got that much. 4,912. But it's the friends we made along the way that really matters. Oh, I don't know. Is there a difference? I just saw the XP number. Is there another XP number? Hang on. Let's go check that before we open these crates. I never look at XP because it doesn't really matter. You know, you either win the game or you lose the game. The amount of XP you get barely matters, especially on a premium ship where I think the XP just goes towards the free XP, which is handy and all. Hang on, wait, what am I doing? Oh, you mean the little one of the? Well, hang on. Okay, what? I've just noticed there are 3 different numbers here. I never look at them. So the blue one is the free XP that you can spend on things. I know what that is. I don't know the difference between the other 2. One of them is blue, like dark blue, or like a. One of them's kind of a greeny colour. One of them's a blue colour, and one of them's white. Blue. Oh right, yes, of course. Blue one is Commander XP. Yes. Okay. So, yeah, I was right. All of those are with bonuses. Base XP is in the second tab. Okay. Does it matter? Oh, so that's what that number means. I always wondered why this number was different to this number. Yeah, 2,500-ish. Yeah. It's the XP we made along the way. Yeah, I barely pay attention to this screen, honestly. It is nice to see, like, how many times you hit with torpedoes and stuff, and I like to look at the total damage number sometimes, but everything else barely matters, you know? You know what I mean? Like, how much XP I get. You know, like, eventually you unlock a ship. Woohoo. Okay, we got some French things here. It was a good game. It's very easy to have a good game in the Kamikaze, usually. It's a fun ship. It's all down to my skill, and not because the ship is really easy to play. It's all about me. I'm the best. Sorry for making you wait there, Error 404 Watt Blitz. I love saying the whole name out. Yay! No, I guess I do use the XP boosters occasionally, to be fair. Occasionally. What's the weather like, Cornish Chris, in Cornwall today? It is cold here, and it's going to rain soon. It keeps getting colder and darker. It was sunny this morning. Come on, give me something cool. Give me one of those cool French destroyers. Nothing. I'll never get one of those things. Is it shit? Yeah, it's not great, is it? Yesterday was the only decent day. It was dry and sunny all day, and while it was cold, it was like a pleasant enough cold. I was outside working for about 6 hours in the garden, and I was fine. I had a lot of layers on, but yeah, I was fine. It wasn't too bad. Today, on the other hand, I wouldn't want to be outside. You know what? We're getting up to 3 hours. I'm going to bring out the Warspite. And maybe I will wrap it up with the Warspite here. Do a last match just with this thing. That is a lot of XP. If I saw that number, oh, 2 Warspites. Nice. I didn't even know the game would let you do that. Yeah, send me some free XP. It'd be great if you could do that. Oh. That would leave people's accounts open to being hacked, though. You can imagine if you're able to transfer stuff like that, people's accounts would get hacked and then everyone's stuff would be... Habbo Hotel. Do you remember Habbo Hotel? I remember Habbo Hotel. What you used to be able to do with Habbo Hotel, and this tells you how long ago it was, is you could sign... When you sign up for Habbo Hotel, you would get like 2,000 gold or whatever the currency was. Right, they would just give you some starter cash in the game. It was this like, it was like a virtual chat room thing, right? If you don't know Habbo Hotel, look it up. It's like an isometric thing for kids. And when you sign up, you get so much cash to spend on like furniture for your hotel room, right? You could get a sofa or a Coca-Cola machine or a whatever. So and then you'd have to earn more money, more gold by doing things, or I don't know, could you pay real money? Maybe you could pay real money, but you could definitely do stuff in game. Or you could just go on yahoo.com and I'm gonna swing right towards C. I've had some good experiences on this map in this ship doing that actually. Well, I was in a Queen Elizabeth, but I'm gonna do that and see what happens. Yeah, let's just see what happens here. So anyway, you go on yahoo.com and you sign up for a new email account, and this was back long before there was any other kind of verification stuff. So it took all of 2 minutes to sign up for a new account, and there you go, you have a new account. And then you just sign up for another Habbo Hotel account, and it was a browser-based thing, so you could just open both of your accounts up. And that free 2,000 gold that you get when you sign up to Habbo, you could just give it to yourself, give it to your main account. Just do that a few times until you had enough money to buy everything in the game that you wanted. And that's just what I did. And it's okay for me to admit that now because it was like 20 years ago, so who fucking cares? Oh, I had a very decked out room in Habbo. Ah. I like it when there's enough people to chat amongst yourselves in chat. For those of you watching the chat right now, you'll see that people who know more about the game than me are talking about things I don't understand. Let's see. You don't get any of the global XP boats anymore, blah, 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 blah. I always spend my global XP on... the global XP is the green one, right? The, like, free XP you can spend on anything. I always just spend it on upgrading stuff sometimes. Or occasionally I'll unlock a ship, I guess. Show me the knowledge. I'm gonna swing in here. I'm gonna continue to swing in down the throat of this thing. We have 2 destroyers right in the middle of sea, so I'm hoping they'll be able to protect me from any destroyer combat. There is a destroyer in sea right now. I'm hoping by the time I get there, that will not be the case anymore, and then I'll be going down the throat to fight this Fuso and other such things. Will it go well? Will it go poorly? Who can really say? I'm going to try and... Oh no, they have a kamikaze. Oh no. I think the kamikaze may be somewhere else. Because he didn't sink a fella here just now, but that's not great. Oh, it's beautiful. 2 Warspites in the same match. What could go wrong? Your Warspite is faster than my Warspite. Okay, so we just lost one of our destroyers. It turns out we're fighting a cyclone. I know it's obvious, but... oh dear, we're getting torpedoed. Anything that misses you is just going to hit me. Well, the Fuso's arrived. Time to engage her. Plus we have that enemy destroyer way off behind that island. I'm going to swing hard right here. Follow our destroyer out. And try and get my guns on the Fuso before she can do too much damage to us. We have a California over there that's going to be engaging us pretty soon. Not to mention a destroyer that we can't really do anything about. Oh, that Fuso doesn't give a damn about us. Look at it, he's not even aiming his guns at us. Oh, that Fuso's done. I didn't even notice he had no health. Couple more hits on her. What are we going to do about this destroyer? She's going to be in the perfect position to engage us in a moment. How's this Fuso alive? I can't get my rear turret on her. So I'm reloading. I got 10 seconds till I can fire on her again. Very concerned about torpedoes from this French destroyer. It looks like she's pulled out. Yeah, she's pulled out on me, alright. Oh no, the Cyclone, sorry. Come on. Swing around a little bit and we can just try and get a few shots off on her. Okay, she mostly missed. She really whiffed that shot. I'm going to pull away from her and focus on the battleship because that's not a fight I'm going to win against that destroyer. California, on the other hand, we can get pretty close here. We got 3 battleships coming into the fore. California is turning to come towards us here. Let's boost my secondaries a little bit. Apparently I killed that Cyclone. Those couple of shots I fired on her must have flooded her. Good to know that she's out of the fight. She could have launched another volley. I'm concerned about that. Listen, buddy, I'll crash into you if I have to. But we do have 3 battleships bearing down on the California now. I'm going to swing hard to port to make room for this friendly destroyer coming in and the other battleship. Plus I can still get plenty of my guns to bear here. As California is about to have a bad day. Whether I'm alive to see it or not, gonna have a bad day either way. Here we go. A couple more volleys from someone and she is gonna be... It's gonna be good night from her. Does the California have torpedoes? I probably should have asked. You never know. Sometimes battleships surprise you. Beautiful. Well done. Alright, let's get some repairs on. I've got a moment here. What do I do here? You know what? I'm going to keep moving up the back here. Or should I? No, I should probably swing hard around. Their aircraft carrier is moving away from the back of the map, so there really is no point in flying to the back. I'm going to swing back into sea. Oh. I look over at chat and all I see is no. Yes, Sammy, I'm going into the kill box. I did that on purpose because as you can see, granted I had a lot of backup this time, but it's fun to go into the kill box. It's fun, isn't it? I am concerned at how few of our team are left, and we've got that one battleship swinging around the back. I would much rather he came back, because the thing is, if you swing all the way back here, Ismail, you're going to be out of the fight for quite a while. And there really isn't anything... By the time the Ismail gets all the way around that island, everyone's left anyway. Everyone's already gone somewhere else. Apes together strong. Not to mention good air cover. Good anti-air if we all stick together. But now I can actually begin to engage the Bayon, for example, and try to help out whatever the Dido down here. But generally, I just want to get back into the fight as rapidly as possible. Yeah, I've had a lot of fun on this particular map. I don't get to see it very often. Oh dear, I can shoot at the Omaha. Oh yeah, let's hit the Omaha. She's not even... I don't think she's playing the game. She's not even moving. Can I slow down and just keep firing on her? She's paper thin. Paper thin, this girl. I'm not sure if she is moving. Let's get another repair on while we're here, because... yes, if someone could just tap the Omaha. I've got torpedo planes coming in on me, so I don't really want to sit here, and it's going to be too long before I can... Ah, those torpedo planes are going to get me. Nothing I can do. Yeah, someone's tapping the Omaha. I got 2 torpedoes coming in because I stopped to engage her. Alright, let's just sit here for a moment. I'm not flooding. I want to see if these torpedo planes are going to come at me again. And if so, I don't want to waste my repair. The Graf Spee. What is she up to? No. Those torpedo planes went for the aircraft carrier. So, where are we at? It's quite a fun match. Even if we lose, I have so much fun driving a Queen Elizabeth into this area of the map. It's so much fun. Someone really just blasted the shit out of the Graf Spee. Good on you, whoever that was. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, I was aiming a bit high there, wasn't I? I knew the Graf Spee was going to torpedo me, I just didn't think she already had. Fair play to her. Fair play to her there.
emerges into our view.
Well, not much I can do now. I'm going to be very exposed in a moment. Unless the Graf Spee dies. I'm aiming upwards somewhat because she keeps turning away. That's another thing.
Rise.
She keeps turning away from us. But what direction she's going to go in is anyone's guess. Let's just bracket her and see what happens. Ah, just missed.
Aircraft carrier emerges into our
I'm not
view.
sure it's wise for me to chase her out here. Let's slow down a bit.
Behold,
If I keep
the
going, then all
problem
those
is
ships to
conquered.
my left are going to be able to aim at me. And I really would love to end the Graf Spee before doing much else. I know I'm kind of grounding myself here. How is that? How's that shot? Is that going to hit? Alright, good. We got her. I'm in a really bad spot now for torpedoes if the Ryojo wants to engage me. And granted, our team beat everyone else over there. They're dead now. But had those guys survived, I would have been in a good spot to hide from them while I got some health back and sorted my shit out. Hello, Ryujo. I'm just going to guess that you're probably about there. I don't really know. Let's see how good that aim was. Terrible. Terrible. That's not bad. I got a kind of a midships there. I got my eye in. I love that. I love how easy it is to just kind of eyeball where the enemy is. You know what I mean?
A magnificent show of divine prowess.
Oh. There's no point firing on her again now. I'll get my engines going and wait until she reappears on the other side of this island. If she's smart and she's piloting, which she isn't, she'd turn directly into the island, crash into it, because then we wouldn't be able to shoot at her for a while. Ah, there she goes. Oh, I didn't get her. Bulk Marine got her. You know what? Actually, you know what? I apologise because while I have sunk one ship here, I think in this match I've been occasionally saying, "Ooh, I must have sunk them." And I think it was my division mate. It's because our names are green and I don't read the name. I just see if it's green, I assume it's me. Because I don't normally play this game with other people. But I think at least, maybe that's Cyclone? I don't know. At least one of the ships that I thought I sank wasn't me. Don't worry, Error 404 Watt Blitz. Boke. You are just making me look good. The worse you can possibly be, the better I look. It's great. I'm never going to spot this kamikaze. I'm in a good spot to fire on her, so long as someone else spots her first. It depends where she maneuvers. I thought she may be turning left there, but she wasn't. I did get one shot on target in the end, but bracketed her. Ah, and there she goes. The Dido got her. Ah, the Graf Spee. Okay, so it was the Cyclone I missed earlier. It was our boat. It was our boat colleague that got her, and I just thought I must have hit her and flooded her. Apologies. I should just start taking credit for every kill in the game. No one's going to be paying attention, right? I can just say I did it. No one's looking. Well, I'm getting a bit cold now. My hands are getting a bit cold. It's starting to cool off in here. The fire went out like 2 hours ago. Ah. Oh, wow, yeah. Yeah, Bulk Marine there with the three kills. Well done. Well done. Oh, you had some kind of strange British anime girl. That's cool. Look at that. Why is she wearing a battleship on her hat? More ladies should wear battleships on their head. You can tell I'm getting a bit tired now because my jokes don't make any sense. That's a lovely outfit, actually. That's all I got. You're from Azure Lane. Yeah, I'm guessing. Yeah, Azure Lane, I'm guessing, is that anime because they did the crossover in this game because like they're all the battleships. Like Yamato is a lady or something. I don't know. It's weird. I need to watch like an episode of that. I have no idea even what it's about. Like all I know is somehow they anthropomorphize military vessels into like 12-year-old anime girls somehow and make a show about it. I have to look it up just for the sake of it to see what the hell it's about. Oh, the voice actor for passed away. Oh, that's a shame. It's always awful when people die of anything other than old age, you know. Ah, people keep dying lately. I got news of someone dying today. Not someone I knew well or anything, but someone in the radio community here in the north of England passed away. And strangely enough, awfully enough, for anyone who's aware, I guess it doesn't really matter, but just another example of people passing away. There was a terrorist attack a few months ago here in Manchester. I say terrorist attack. It was one crazy person that went and attacked people in a what's the name of the religious building? I don't think it was a mosque. It was something like that, though. It was a religious service anyway. And the police showed up and accidentally shot a civilian anyway while they were shooting at the bad guy. One of the I think the bad guy stabbed one person and I don't know. The details aren't important. The point is, the person who accidentally got shot by the police was someone I knew, and it was just like, what are the odds? What are the odds that you would know that? It was so bizarre, so strange. But I believe he was trying to help out. From what I can gather, he was trying to keep the door closed to stop the bad guy from getting at people. So fair play to him. But yes, anyway, it's strange. Synagogue. There you go. Thank you. I don't know much about religion. God, I'm so uncultured. As someone who went to a Roman Catholic school, I might be able to tell you a bit about Jesus, but that's about it. That's about all I know, I'm afraid. Yeah, we weren't educated on considering Jesus was Jewish, we did not learn anything about Judaism, really, in school. Anyway, yeah, that's the shame. You're listening to a dead person, and that's the same. That's the shame of it with you know, when you watch old television shows or movies and things, and you think about how so many of the cast have passed on now, you know. And yes, I did study RE, but so much of RE was just learning about, you know, we did touch on other religions. I think we did touch on other religions a bit, but we didn't really learn very much about it. It was more of a case of like, this religion exists. Here's 30 minutes on it. But besides learning about our own religion, it was mostly debates and things. Like, RE was often used to A, learn about the religion of the school I was in, and B, kind of have moral discussions and the like, which was cool. And our RE teacher was quite cool. It was quite open, quite laid back in that sense, where it wasn't too stifling. It's a funny thing in this country. Because so many of our state-run schools are religious schools, and yet it's not like it's some kind of enforced thing. You know, like, people of all different religions go to our schools, and yes, you learn about the religion, and you do hymn practice once a week and things like that. So they're definitely trying to, you know, get that religion into you a bit, but they're never forceful, you know. And so RE, once you've learned the basics about the religion, a lot of the time RE was spent on like moral education and philosophical debates and things like that, which was nice. I thought that was a good use of our time. Yeah. I felt sorry for our teacher. One day she came in, our RE teacher. She came in late, and she was never late. And she told us that the roof on her house had blown off in the storm that we'd had that night. And I couldn't help but find it a little bit funny in a way. I mean, it was awful because I wanted to laugh, but it's not funny. It's not funny, but there's something weirdly comical about watching the roof come off a building. You know what I mean? Just me? I mean, I don't know. You don't want it to happen to anyone. But Jesus, I think it was the fact that of all the things that she could have been late for, it was like, oh, I was late because the roof came off my house. Jesus. She was alright though. No one was hurt. Everything was fine. Anyway, I should wrap up, shouldn't I? Shouldn't I? I should wrap up. We've gotten far today. I've been here for 3 hours. I'd be surprised if we didn't. Where have we gotten in the old campaign? 61. I think we were at 53, 54 when we started. 5 days left. Are we going to get there? Who can say? Who can say? Apparently I'm not too far off the next level. I want all this free stuff. What do you get at the end? Is it just the ship? Just the Nottingham. Cool. Well, we might get there. You never know. I will be back tomorrow. Probably 10:30 a.m. We'll probably play World of Tanks. And then I will be back on Friday playing this, trying to crawl up. I thank you to my teammate who are they still in the division? No, they've left. Doesn't love me anymore, but thanks for coming in and playing with me and showing me how it's done. Yeah, thanks for the chat. Thanks for listening to my stories about washing machines trying to kill me. I mean, oh Jesus, if I weren't next to that power button, imagine if I hadn't been in the room when the washing machine went mental. I shudder to think it would have definitely flooded the kitchen because it would have pulled the hose out of the wall. Who knows what else it would have done? It would have gone mental probably until it pulled its own plug socket out of the wall. Thank God I was there to turn it off. Anyway, everyone, have a lovely afternoon. Enjoy the outro. The tea is cold, spicy. I'm not drinking this tea. I'm going to go into the house and make real tea. I'm going to have some lunch. I made some pho. How do you pronounce that? You know the Vietnamese dish? Pho. Pho. It's pronounced pho, but I think there's more of a pho in it. So I think it's like a pho or something. I'm not good at pronunciations. But I made a lovely chicken pho the other day with some, mint leaves and basil on top, and I've got a little bit of leftovers. I'm going to go heat that up, and I'm going to sit quietly and not say another word all day because I've run out of speaking energy. It's all gone. Thank you, and good night.